right. Let me know when we are live.
We are live.
Lurk as well, just so that I am there.
Oh wait, no, it's this. There we go. All right, got it.
All right. Just as a quick reminder before we jump back into the basement of the Durst Manor, a party has crawled their way through this very normal house, very normal suburban house. Nothing creepy happened at all.
No, it's been quite lovely.
Yeah, nothing weird, nothing strange happened. There was
I still can't even look at a broom.
I haven't swept my house in weeks. A couple of notable things. So the main one is that I think you all partook in food at this point, right?
Yes.
I don't think Petal has, but she's been feeding her animals.
Right. Yeah. So you found among the things you found several notes left. One, a letter sent from the Dreadlord and Master Strahd von Zarovich himself to the people of the house. There was a note left from Gustav Durst for his children, and then another note seemingly penned by Gustav, but in a different handwriting, left in the hands of the corpse found in the attic, which would be revealed in through clever deduction to be that of the nursemaid of the Durst family nursemaid, which I believe her name is Anya.
Yeah, the ghost maiden.
Yeah.
The ghost nanny.
Yeah.
The Ganny.
Yeah. Among that, you also discovered a sweet little dog named Lancelot. But he was not, throwing out a quick reminder, he was not the first dog that you had reference to in this house. Do y'all remember the other dog?
The stuffed wolves?
Yeah, I was gonna
There
say the
was
wolf in the
stuffed wolf.
painting.
There was the dog in the painting. Just as a reminder, there was a couple other things. In the office, I think it was on the second floor. There was a picture of a dog on the desk, like a small portrait of a dog on the desk. Any of you remember what the name of the dog was? It was on the picture.
I don't think I was here for that.
I don't remember a second dog.
It's okay. That's okay. Again, there was the dog in the dog was in the family paintings, and then there was the one painting. If we don't remember, that's fine. If we didn't catch it in the notes, that's also fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to browse through the notes.
That's okay.
Recaps.
All right. But upon finding their way through secret doors to the attic or to the basement, they discovered crypts for the family, including one marked for the young baby, the young Lord Walter, and have been creeping around, finding their way through what appears to be the quarters of some sort of organization, and were ambushed at a crossroad by a series of undead minions. That you guys dispatched pretty well. I think there was only one real incident.
I mean, Lane was pretty much paralyzed that entire time
is true.
after transforming.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was so unfortunate.
And then I almost died.
Yep,
Again, such a drama queen.
That's kind of the point.
But with that, I think we're back to it.
Oh.
Possessed.
Lane, do you still have?
Yeah, that was the bonding and how we healed each other.
Do I still have my what?
Your torch. You don't. Let me go ahead and turn that on.
I was gonna say it's pretty dark.
Yeah, give his backpack my spell.
Please and thank you, por favor.
because it also affects my lighting.
Bright light up to 30 feet. Low light up to, or sorry, low light up to 30. Bright light up to 15. There you go. You should have light again.
There
We
you
can
go, buddy.
see.
Now you can see.
And now, I mean, with that, we return to our fated party, our fated four, alone in the dark basement of the Durst Manor.
I think you forgot Gary. Oh, and Lancelot.
That is true. There is Gary. Well, Lancelot's here.
Yeah. Oh, there's 6 now.
Lancelot's here. Gary is
Walks into view.
Gary's figuring it out. Yeah, he's here.
All right, somebody said something about putting on these robes.
And wizard hats. Don't forget the wizard hats.
There was one eye patch. There were no hats.
No, nobody's read that, so nobody knows how funny it is.
I trust that it's probably hilarious.
Can you try saying that a little more deadpan, sweetie?
So are we doing some
I don't think I
deception
could.
checks?
If you'd like to, try to put on the robes, unless you have a disguise kit,
I do.
I don't.
Yeah, because I remember...
you-
I think I do.
Yeah, because I was going to say last time you said we would have to roll something in order
Yes.
for it to be like an actual disguise.
yes. So if you have deception, you can roll that, or if you have proficiency with disguise kits, you can roll that.
I do not. Deception it is.
Nice. Wearing that robe like a real champ.
Over my armor. Just puff.
Well, we have a robe on the bear as well, so we're all good. Or the dog. Oh, damn.
What's the attribute for the disguise kit?
In this case, I would say charisma for this instance.
Oh, there it is.
Yeet.
Unsurprising, Lane and Banks both look the part. They wear that robe well.
Who's going to help Petal get into her robe?
Didn't Petal take the leader one, the fancy one too?
She did.
She sure as fuck did.
All right. If anybody wants to give Petal the help action, she can roll with advantage.
I'll give Petal the help action.
All right.
Can have a wolf help me? Hell yeah.
22. A genuinely like the eye patch. It's a little big, but with a little bit of like clipping and pinning, it fits pretty well. It's a bit uncomfortable. I think this is most people are not used to wearing eye patches, so it's gonna take a little getting used to.
Oh, wait.
But
No depth perception.
yeah, it's a
That's
little,
good. That's fine.
It's fine. You don't need it. It's not like you do ranged combat.
No, we're fine. Well, you squint anyway. Or blink. You squint if you're my friend who can't wink.
With a party
mean-
average of 16, it's a pretty good disguise.
We look like we belong now.
You surprisingly do.
Okay, hopefully next time we run into some undead, they're a little nicer.
Yeah. So are you going to try to take a short rest?
Will it heal at all?
Yes. So when you take a short rest, you can use hit die. So if you look at your character sheet, you see where it says hit dice total 2d10, like you have 2 total hit dice.
Mhm.
or
Oh, yeah.
You can expend those when you take a short rest. You can expend up to half of them. So right now you can spend 1. Plus your Constitution modifier, so you'll be able to roll 1d10 plus 1 and then heal that much.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that as well.
Okay. So where are you going to try to take this rest?
In the little bunk rooms over here.
Back in the quarters? Okay.
Yep.
No, we don't need the ghoul, thank you. 'Cause I took a ghoul anyway.
That's our new friend. His name's Fred. Aw, bye, Fred.
He's gone. Don't worry about it. All right. So short rests take about an hour. The bit of the explanation that I usually give. A long rest is essentially sitting down, making a campfire, making like dinner, and then having like a full sleep. A short rest is sitting down, eating a sandwich, taking a breather, and then moving on.
What is the 4-hour one?
So as an elf, you only have to sleep 4 hours to get a full rest. So you
Compared
don't
to
have
us who have to do 8.
8. Yeah. So you still have to do the full 8 hours to get the full rest effect. But unlike everyone else, you only have to sleep for 4 of it. You have 4 hours in which you could be doing like crafting or talking to your animals.
Spell traps.
Yep. So
Probably doing some weird shit.
Okay, so I got, what, 6 back?
6 back. Yep.
Mr. Dandy, you just wake up with no toenails.
I'll take that. That's almost full healed.
Oh, wait, so I just clicked the hit dice?
Yeah, you just roll, hit that. Yep.
Eee.
Look,
And she's back
Look at you.
I'm already full health, so I don't need to do it.
So did you already add your hit points?
Whoops.
No, not yet.
Okay, I got
We
it.
said full, right? I did the thing
Yeah,
wrong.
you're full.
So everybody but Sivan is at full hit points.
Which is fine. I'm
Yep. So it is a stressful hour. You all take the time to take a breather, try to eat something, but most of you feel. Petal, you're the only one who hasn't eaten from the feast. Everyone else feels pretty, almost like uncomfortably full, even from like the little bit they ate.
I'm just filling out this robe.
Yep. But it is quiet. You're maybe 9, 10, 15 feet underground.
Ooh.
So it is cold. It is surprisingly damp. So finding getting comfortable, even just sitting still, is not easy. The robes help a lot, but the quiet kind of like humming. Remember, there's the quiet like ominous chanting that seems to echo through the walls. So it's not an easy rest, but it goes by quiet. So we'll resume our exploration of the dungeon.
All right, let's go back this way. Over here.
You guys have discovered this crossroad, or this crossroad. Yep.
Yeah, that's where the dead were.
Petal, is that the route you're taking?
Was it not the route we took before?
It
No,
was fun.
Oh.
we went this way.
Well, Paddle got turned around, apparently.
We
Okay.
started here, then went through here.
All right, hey, that's okay. Sometimes, switching up is important. Let me check.
Paddle will be standing still for a minute.
Your passive perception is 12. Okay. So, would you, as you're walking, Petal, would you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Why it's gotta be saving throw, though?
It's ooh. Ugh.
Don't say it like that!
All right. As you are walking, kind of trying to retrace your steps back to that crossroad, your foot hits a part of the floor that feels a little like spongier than the rest, and it
Oh.
doesn't tick anything. And then your next step, the floor below you bows, and there's a loud snap and a crack. As the wooden planks get covered in the soft dirt give out below you. You fall about 10 feet into a pit lined with sharpened stakes. But you manage to avoid most of them. You get a few grazes like across your arm and your side, but no major impalements. Oh, my mistake. That's not all of it. I'm so sorry.
Of course, there's
That's-
more.
The 2 damage is from the fall. So you managed to hold yourself pretty well on the fall.
Oh,
However, Petal, you fall into this pit, and several of these sharpened stakes drive into your body, and you feel consciousness slip from you.
Wow.
Banks, Lane, you watch as Petal disappears into the floor. There is that same kind of sharp cry from earlier that you heard before she disappeared into the wall, and then silence.
so all Sivan heard was the collapse.
Yep. You also would have heard the quiet cry out of Petal.
I'm going to carefully approach from this direction.
Okay. As you come down the stairs, you can see the hole in the floor. No Petal.
No
You can see her-
pedals?
There's no Petal. There's a hole in the floor, and at the other end of the hallway, you can see your companion.
Did she take the wrong path?
Depends on where her destination was. Because if she wanted to go down, she did definitely the right path.
I don't think any of us were trying to go any lower.
While they're having this conversation, would you roll me a d20?
Everyone or just
No, just Petal.
Oh,
Oh, just pedal?
just a regular D20?
Just a regular d20. Just flat d20.
I don't like this tone. It worries me.
8. Okay.
Okay, you know what? I'm rolling for Fallout right now, apparently.
That's still not that good though, because most of the fall it's like you need like a 6 or lower.
I was kidding.
Oh, yeah, let me do I have to do the other thing.
Wait, is it too late to use an inspiration to reroll my dex?
No, to reroll your dex?
Yeah.
Also,
Reroll
if
the
you
dex
like,
save?
if you would like to reroll that dex save, you can. Yeah.
Wait, how do
If
I?
you're gonna spend the inspiration, let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah, let's fucking go. That's not much better, Petal.
Unfortunately, it is still not enough to pass the save.
Okay, so we'll just continue.
All right.
I have rope, I believe.
So, again,
Can I-
as they're talking, Petal, you kind of feel yourself fade in and out of consciousness. The warmth from where the spikes are pressing through you
Mm.
begins to fade.
Oh. I miss the warmth.
I don't have rope, so
All right.
Yeah,
Standing so far back from this pit, just like,
I also can't move my character. Oh, never mind. I got it.
All right, as you all approach, you look down. She fell about 10 feet and landed, like full back into a bed of. It's like a punji pit, a bed of like
Yeah.
sharpened stakes.
Like the background of that Mortal Kombat level.
Yeah,
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 this is a
exactly.
tiger pit. Yeah. I think somebody's gonna have to go down there with the rope and pull her up.
Hold on. Guy who
Well, the only
changes
ones-
into animals. What's your name? Lane.
Changes into animals.
Let me see your backpack real quick.
Why?
I assume it's dark down inside the pit.
It is.
I mean, if it's 10 feet deep, we should still be able to see it with dark vision.
Yeah, your dark vision can see down to it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna throw his lantern backpack down there to see if not. I'd like to fashion kind of like a hook with my rope
Okay.
and try and like
Well,
fish her out.
The smallest person here
Yeah.
is him.
Hold on, we're not there yet.
The smallest person should go down there.
I
You're the
have
strongest person, me, should be pulling you back up.
yeah.
Exactly.
Well, let me try and
So,
hook her because I have the dexterity to do this, maybe.
Okay.
And then
You're gonna try to like loop a rope underneath her and try to pull her up.
yeah, or like her arm or something.
Okay,
Or
go ahead
leg.
and roll me a straight dexterity because use rope is unfortunately not a skill anymore.
use rope.
Use rope was a 12. You try to replicate things that you've read about, trying to like loop the rope, but unfortunately, with how it's set up, you can't really get enough momentum to get it wrapped.
While
I
he's doing that, I'm just casually tying rope around his waist.
Pedal, while they're doing this, can I get another d20 roll for me?
Thanks for fucking around and wasting time, guy. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I was trying to save your sorry ass.
You could have
Running
hopped
around.
down instead of dangling a little rope.
And fell on
It's
the
not going
spikes.
well.
Oh
Pedal. That you feel your head kind of swims, your vision begins to go black.
Oh Lord. All right. So now that the rope is around Mr. Banks, I'm gonna toss my end of the rope over to Sivan because he's on the opposite side of the hole.
Okay.
I catch it.
Yep. I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
And I just
All right,
casually
let's make a party shish kebab.
All right. Mr. Banks, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw with advantage. Because you know where you're going. You're able to kind of prepare for it.
I'm guessing I give an athletics check.
Yes, please.
Where's the saving throw?
It's right above your athletics and acrobatics checks and everything like that.
Oh, I see.
While this is happening, I'm just taking the long way around to get behind Sivan.
Okay. I'm going to say with the rope, that athletics is going to be at advantage. So the two of you are able to lower Banks down to pedal with no incident.
Okay, so now I need to do another athletics to pull both of them up.
I'll say with a natural 20. I do need we'll say a strength saving throw or an athletics. We'll do an athletics. Banks, could you roll me an athletics? Your target is extremely low. I just need you to hold on to pedal.
Let's go.
Perfect. So you cling to your friend for her life, and you feel your midsection and your ribs like scream in agony as your small body is held against this rope and are pulling a person who is twice, maybe 3 times your size out of a pit, but you're able to get her out. Go ahead and pull everybody back a little bit so that we can get her. Pedal is out of the pit.
Yeah.
What's the plan here? What's the move?
All right, as I catch
she's
my
not
breath,
looking good.
I cast Cure Wound.
Okay.
On her.
All right. Go ahead and roll the healing she gets then. Which is what, 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, which for you
is charisma, so it's 2.
Yep, your modifier is oh yeah, it's just 2. So yep, 1d8 plus 2. Well, pedal.
It's the start, okay?
It's a start, yep. You feel yourself moving, but it's hard to focus. You can't really see what's going on. And then there is a burst of like vital heat through your body. You feel some of your wounds close. Focus snaps back into position. You are in agony, but you're awake. You're alive.
All right, we brought you back.
From where?
I point
The
behind
afterlife.
her, that fucking hole.
Where'd that come from?
Your body.
Carelessness.
You fell through it.
I have a vague memory. Did somebody try and throw a rope at me?
No.
No, but we threw a goblin at you.
Yeah. We almost made a party shish kebab.
Well, I appreciate it. There is still a zombie on the turn meter. Or is that a... Spoilers.
That's this guy. He's just here as my turn marker.
Also,
Dude almost just sprayed water everywhere. I wasn't expecting a zombie to come out of the wall. Hi!
Yeah, so and just as a I always keep a separate token off the side where you can't see it, so that I have someone that I can just be. So like, if I have things you can't see moving, that way they're there.
Hello!
Yep, little guy. He's just there.
He's hanging out.
Yeah. All right. So, where you're standing, Seven, the party in general, you can hear the chanting louder and clearer. Still not able to make out exactly what's being said, but it seems to be coming from down these stairs.
Quick question. Would she still have her little buddy? And by buddy, I mean, is she still possessed even though she almost died?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't worry.
I know sometimes the spirits
don't-
leave.
They don't go away. They're here. They're here until the end of the campaign.
Wait, are they really?
Yeah.
Or until we get them exercised.
Or until you get them exercised.
That's really funny. I figured it would be like you leave the manor and you're fine. Okay. We got some new personality traits. I can deal with
Yeah,
that.
exactly. It's you know.
Oh, I feel like if she re-rolled though, and okay, no, there's some new things. Winter, she might get a little angry if we hit that season, rather than sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember the personality traits.
I have them both written down.
Whomst is possessed by Rose says, I like being in charge and get angry when other people tell me what to do. And then the person possessed by Thorn says, I'm scared of everything, including my own shadow. And weep in despair
right.
when things don't go my way.
Right.
Yep.
So I'll say, Sivan, during that period, while you're trying to get Petal out there, you can feel tears like pricking in the corners of your eyes.
Right.
At least somebody was
I
worried.
knew the goblin wouldn't be the most cowardly party member.
Yeah. So, where y'all going from here?
Alright,
Petal's
I
not
guess we'll
going
go
anywhere
downstairs.
first.
All right.
I will
Downstairs.
timidly take charge to go downstairs.
All right. Let me go ahead and move you.
Did you just go through the wall?
I walked around.
Oh, my screen, you're just like, nope. Through the wall.
All right, Lane, how many Healy thingies do you have left in your mental capacity to do for the day?
He went AFK.
Well, shit. Because I can only do one more cure wounds.
Whose wounds?
So
Yours.
as you descend these stairs, the chanting becomes audible for the first time. Maybe?
Do you think we're late for the party?
I think we were late for the party.
Am I dressed appropriately?
I think
It sounds almost like a prayer. It's rhythmic and kind of flowing, but I don't think it's in a language that any of you understand.
Petal knows like 12. The only thing she knows.
I mean, try. I might.
What language do y'all speak?
Goblin.
Celestial, Common, and Goblin.
Where do I find my languages that I speak? Oh,
Proficiency.
Common, deep speech, elven. I think the other one's fairy.
Okay.
Sylvain. I don't know.
Sylvan.
There you go, Sylvan.
Yeah, it's the Fey language. Yep. Well, you walk down these stairs. The stairs here have been basically wooden planks set onto cut earth, like packed earth. But nearing the end, it almost looks like they've carved out a natural cavern. It's stone walls that have been bored and not polished, but scraped.
I'd be bored if I was in a cave too.
Yeah. The walls are slick with your dark vision. It's black and white, but with the light, you can tell it's just water. It's just damp down here. Some would say moist. But it gives way into a small chamber with alcoves, little like reliquary alcoves carved into the wall. Little like what's the way to put this? What's the word that I'm looking for? They're like plinths, little setups to why am I blanking this word? They're like there's candles and platforms in each of these things. Each alcove has an item placed in it. It's reverence. It's like they're placed here with reverence for the items.
What are the items?
And I'm slowly gonna move into the room. Take a look.
Yeah, I'll say Petal's gonna very cautiously stumble around. I'm thinking she's got her hands on the walls, just trying to, like, if it happens again, she'll try and grip something.
Okay. So again, these alcoves are like choked with burnt out candle wax, and then there are some fresh candles that have been placed near the back or around the items, going in order from the top, going kind of clockwise through them. There is a vial of coagulated blood placed on a crimson pillow.
If I drink it, will it heal me?
It is coagulated. It would be closer to eating.
Jello.
Yeah. There is a lock of auburn hair woven into a figure 8 with a silver clasp. There is a green-skinned severed finger that appears to have maybe one too many knuckles.
Oh.
A decorative sun made from woven wicker. A wooden frame that has some sort of stretched skin, like a miniature tanning rack with some sort of stretched hide in it. There is a reliquary with murky water in it. Looks almost like swamp water. Held on a stone platform is a curled and severed claw of a raven. There is a black branch with blood red thorns. There is a large saurian tooth with decorative silver wire wrapped around it. There's a tattered feather, maybe 3 feet. It's kind of propped upwards in this reliquary. The lower pinions are burnt by the candles, but the rest of it just seems like oily and matted. There is a shard of amber that's smooth on one side. It looks like maybe it came from like a large round piece that had been hewn into like a spike. There's a dried bouquet of a kind of a light lavender flower, and then again on it's a stone plinth raised above the candles is a dried and desiccated elven ear.
Can I? Is Gary okay?
His cage is looking a little rough, but he's
Okay. Would Can I take the Ravenclaw, the tooth, and the feather, and I'll attach it to Gary to make the ultimate attack bird?
you're gonna.
Let's
You're gonna
hold on. Let's not touch any of this yet.
so as we say, it's
Yes.
a full like raven's foot.
I'll attach it to his because they have good claws. But maybe I won't.
Yeah, it's like again these items are in alcoves that are very
Purposefully.
they're purposefully put there, filled with reverence. Like it looks to be almost like how a church would store like holy items.
I think I know exactly what Petal's feeling like doing right now. She's gonna take out
Don't
her
do it.
torch. Now, is it already lit?
Yes, the torches you have to light them, but
She has a tinderbox.
but this room is already dimly lit. It has the candles burning.
Can I use a candle to light her torch?
Yeah, it'll take a couple minutes, but yeah.
I have 10 torches, so I will now say I have 9, maybe?
Yep.
And then she's going to walk around to each alcove and try and set it on fire. Just casually. She just doesn't care anymore. She's done with this place.
Go ahead, light you up a torch. The vial of coagulated blood does not burn. The lock of auburn hair lights up, leaving just the silver clasp. The severed finger does not burn. The fat in it kind of bubbles a little bit, but it seems to be resilient. The sun made from woven wicker burns fast. It goes real quick. The dried skin does not light up. It's kind of hit a point where it's like raw, as like raw hide you give a dog. So it's kind of like plasticky. The
Ugh.
frame and the sutures will burn away, leaving just that kind of plasticky leather. The vial of water doesn't burn.
She'll just
Claw of
knock
the
that
Raven-
over.
It's stoppered, but yeah, it just kind of it clatters over.
Also, nobody's
The Claw of
stopping
the
her
Raven-
from doing this?
I guess not.
Okay, let's go.
No, at this point, let's just.
The claw
You
of
think you have
Raven,
a solution? Let's figure it out.
it is dried and it doesn't ever catch fire, but it does blacken and crack. The black twig with the blood red thorns does burn. The flames seem to be a darker red than the orange you get from the oiled cloth of a torch. The tooth does not burn. The silver wire heats up and kind of changes color, but doesn't ever really get to a point where it would change. The large bird feather goes up. The shard of amber, nothing happens. The dried bouquet of flowers goes up. And then the desiccated elf ear, it takes a little bit, but it will eventually catch.
Well, we've just set fire to everything in here.
Yeah, I mean, for the record, I don't know if I thought that was a great idea, but I'm not gonna yuck her yum, so.
Hey, this is
Be
a
honest.
make-a-wish at this point. We're saving a dying child's last wish.
There is also, so there are two walkways out of here. There's the hallway over here, and then there is the kind of a ramp leading down into fetid brown water with a port, like a gate leading to a larger chamber.
Petal is gonna grab that tooth, maybe?
Okay. It's a pretty big tooth. It's maybe the size of like a dagger.
Perfect. She's just gonna put that in her bag with Gary, and then I'm thinking maybe. Oh wait, did Frost go get his dog? Is that where he is?
I think so.
Oh.
He didn't say, he's just said he would be right back.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Petal's gonna sit in the middle of the room. Maybe inspect the tooth. Take Gary out, not out of his cage.
Right.
And she's gonna have a little hour rest. If I'm allowed to
another
use
short
that little dicey thing again.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah.
Everybody else can
While she's
do stuff.
trying to take a rest, I'll guard her cautiously.
Petal, if you'd like, you could roll me a nature looking at this tooth.
0.
It's a big tooth.
It's a big tooth.
Must have gone in a big mouth.
Too big.
Surprisingly, not very sharp. Kind of rounded at the end. Like I said, it's kind of like a saurian tooth.
So maybe it was by a herbivore.
Not. It's definitely like a fang. It's just not like pointed.
Oh.
Huh. Why is it not letting me do that? Okay, I got you. All right. So another hour passes. The fire doesn't last long. Nothing in here burns for an extensive period of time. Most of it goes up pretty quickly. It does, the little bit of smoke that remains does kind of sting your eyes, but nothing major. Among the smell of the burning oil of the torch, burning hair is a very pungent smell.
Oh, it is. Didn't think
but
that through.
Among it all, there is a strange, kind of sweet, almost perfumey smell, probably from the flowers.
So let me get this straight. There was already a fire burning.
There were
right?
candles. There were a lot, like many candles.
I was just wondering if that fire was special, like an Olympic torch.
Does not seem that way.
I think it's just an altar that we just destroyed.
Yeah, that's kind of
That's probably
the vibe
probably
you're getting.
At this point, I'm ready to torch this entire building, so...
Fair enough. So, your hour passes. Again, it's same deal. Down here, the chanting is much louder. It's a lot harder to focus, but you're able. The hour passes safely. Nothing
So the chanting was coming from here?
seems to be coming from the main, the big room there. Yeah.
Wait, should Sivin roll to heal as well?
I didn't rest. I just watched you.
Well, you can also
Weirdo.
take a short rest.
I was guarding you, but okay, fine.
You can still guard somebody during a short rest.
Oh,
I'm
back
kidding.
home, so-
Appreciated. Perfect.
So,
I still got one more cure wound ready to go.
what's the plan here? As you kind of look through this portcullis, by the way, it is a large antechamber full of that kind of brown, like sickeningly fetid water. With a
Kind of like the
head of
water in the
snow.
tub.
Not quite, because that was like thick and oily. This is just like, like water that has been soaking something rotten for a long time.
Is it stagnant?
Yes.
I ain't touching that shit.
I like how he describes it as it's been soaking dead things, and you're like, but is it moving or not?
I said something rotten.
Yeah,
I guess that does
stagnant
imply
water
dead,
is
I guess
terrifying.
Technically,
So, no thank you.
wine is just water that has been holding something rotting.
That is true. And yeah, there's a like I said, there's a raised platform you can see there that has some sort of altar on it.
We're gonna have to sacrifice Sir Lancelot on that, aren't we?
What?
I
What?
mean,
Who said that?
I don't think that's the best one to sacrifice.
I figured it was the most palatable, though.
Is he still with us? Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah, he's right there. Yeah. He
Oh.
does, as you mention his name, he does come over to you and kind of like. He's a pretty big dog compared to Banks. He does kind of like he licks your cheek as you say his name.
Making me feel guilty.
Okay, I think we have to go around and try and not go through this water. So let's
Um,
go to the hallway.
Petal's gonna walk up to this carefully, walk up to the window and see if she can see anything.
It's like a portcullis. Again, it's a wide chamber. There's the large pool of water with the pedestal in the center, like the raised platform, and then there is walkways around the outside. As you kind of squint through the darkness, you can see what looks to be a break in the wall as well at the far end.
So I got the tooth. She's also gonna grab the vial of blood.
Vial of coagulated blood. Okay.
And then maybe the Raven's Claw, which I don't think burned up either.
The scaling cracked, but the bones remain.
Ooh. Oh yeah, and then we still have the piece of flesh, the finger, and the
Yes. So everything that remains
ear.
is the vial of coagulated blood, the severed finger with the extra knuckle, a patch of dried skin, a vial of murky water, the bones of a claw of a raven, the tooth, the shard of amber, and I'll say a little bit of the elf ear remain.
Seems like a puzzle.
And we now have less pieces.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I mean, if we can't solve the puzzle, we could always hammer our way through.
Like I said,
Or-
so as you begin to walk through, it is a tight, like comparatively a pretty tight hallway
Please fail.
compared to the other rooms. 25 stealth is good.
Wait, but hold
Why
on.
this-
Would a critical fail for stealth be either like, I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but sometimes when I stand up, my knees crack, and sometimes it's really loud. Or would it be like a critical fail? He like goes to stealth and tweaks something in his back and cries out.
Basically, the way I run a critical one for stealth tends to be like the scene from Emperor's New Groove with Kronk, where he's like, he's like, it's like you're doing your inner monologue. You're like, okay, rather than the things that you would be thinking, you're like, okay, I have to watch where I step. This is the loudest part. My shoes make a lot of noise on the stone, so I'm gonna put myself against the wall here. Slap your hands on the wall, like, yeah. A lot of things it could be. You could just carry on a big neon sign that says "Don't see me." You know.
I'm here. What did I miss?
Petal desecrated a shrine.
Petal's grumpy, but she took a rest and now she's feeling better. The blood loss isn't so bad.
Oh, we cured your wounds. There's no holes in you anymore.
So I rolled stealth because I wanted to kind of go up to like each like corner. Oops.
Okay.
And kind of like peek around the corner just to make sure nothing's there.
Okay, that would be either a perception or an investigation, depending on what you're looking for.
Also,
I just don't want to be surprised by us turning the corner and there's something big bad.
Oh, of course.
before going around the corner, can we just go over with Frosty what's left in the shrine?
Yeah, so there was a bunch of things in these shrines. What has been left is a vial of coagulated blood, a severed finger with an extra knuckle, a patch of dried skin, a vial of murky water, the bones from a severed claw of a raven, a tooth from some sort of large reptile wrapped in silver wire, a shard of amber, and the very little remains of a desiccated ear of an elf.
Petal took the tooth already.
Yep, Petal did take the tooth.
And she burnt all the useless stuff.
Thanks. You kind of lead this expedition into this extra hallway. I'm going to say that you step ahead of Sivan here. As you peek around the corner, again, like this hallway, it is tighter than it was before, maybe only like 3 or 4 feet wide as opposed to the 5 or 6. And this, unlike the reliquary, which was like natural stone, these walls have been built from like cobbled stone and plaster. So you have these like dividers set up. As you look into them, you can see numerous pairs of rusty shackles that have been nailed into the wall.
Yeah, I just think we should be careful. If there's a shrine here, they probably value this place.
You can also see at the very end is a human skeleton clad in a familiar black robe that has been chained to the wall.
Kind of like the black robes we're wearing.
Yeah.
Oh, we're at the sacrifices.
Well, thank God we put these robes on.
Alright, I progress forward.
Wait, is it nicer than the one
Investigate to
that's
see if I see like chips in the wall that will get us over into here somewhere?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a perception as you're searching.
You want perception or you want an investigation?
Perception. Okay. You peer through these cells as you're going and don't notice anything. We can have one more person roll a perception if they would like as well.
Hold on, wait. I have an idea. Okay, or just do it.
Oh.
Okay. What's your idea, Banks?
I was gonna say, if we have a torch, one of us walks along this corridor with the torch, and then someone else peers through the window over here to see if any light cracks through.
Okay, very interesting. With that, if you're going around that route, Petal, your perception, same thing as Sivan, you don't really see anything. Banks, would you roll me a perception with advantage from the portcullis?
Oh, I was gonna give him the torch.
Nothing. Lane, can I get a perception check from you as well?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay. Sivan, as you reach that corpse, you can see there is also a gold ring on one of its fingers.
This house has hurt me. I'm taking that ring.
Sivan, as you're following behind Petal, as you reach this intersection here, you feel a slight draft coming from
like, okay. So I take the ring.
Okay.
I go back to where I feel the draft.
Oh, sorry, it was Lane that felt it, following behind Petal.
Yeah, I take the ring.
Yep, it's a gold ring worth 25 gold.
I want that ring.
Lane, as you come to investigate this alcove, you spot maybe not hinges, but coverings that could be hiding hinges. And with very little investigation, with your 15, you find the creases of a door.
I'm gonna slowly push it open.
All right. As you push it open, the chanting stops.
Oh, we didn't see if there was anybody in there. Oh, shit.
No, we did. We looked through as much as we could.
As you peer into this 40-foot square room, smooth masonry walls provide what you can assume is excellent acoustics. Featureless stone pillars support the ceiling, and a breach in the west wall leads to a small, dark cave heaped with refuse. That murky brown water covers most of the floor, with stairs that lead up to dry stone ledges that hug the walls. Middle of the room, there's a octagonal set of stairs that lead up a dais that rises above the water. Rusty chains and shackles dangle from the ceiling above the stone pillar that is mounted on the dais. The altar, you can see, is carved with hideous depictions of corpses grasping upwards, and the top of this stone dais is stained a deep brownish red.
So why are we down here again?
Because there's a monster in the basement, remember?
Yeah, but everybody's dead. Also, I forgot there was a monster in the basement. So why did we come in the
Yeah.
basement?
But some
Because
of
we-
these things are more dead than others.
Because the
There's
children
also,
wanted us to do
uh,
that for them.
half
to-
embedded in the east wall, connected to, you can see connected to chains, is a wheel sticking out of the wall.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right, strong guy, you're probably gonna have to turn this wheel.
Okay.
But
As
be
soon as
careful.
I can move my token, I will try and enter the room. I can't move my token because Pedal's on top of me.
I'm gonna say be careful though. What if this is a valve that will pour in more of that sludge?
Petal's gonna go give him company. Because she feels the
Alright,
urge to
I head the
protect.
corner.
Okay. As you all enter, as Lancelot follows closely behind you, Banks, that hidden door slams.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's Lancelot, isn't it?
Lancelot's the villain. The curse of Lancelot.
It's like Silent Hill 2. The secret
It's been
ending.
you all along. Yeah.
Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna grab another soda.
Okay, let's take a quick break then.
It's like
Am I
30
not
seconds.
enough?
Just run to the fridge.
We're in an intense moment, Shocky. Ah!
Okay.
Lancelot's
One
about
of
to...
the best moments to go get a soda.
I did once pause a horror movie at a very, very intense spot. But in my defense, I had to pee.
So is Lancelot the villain? Is that what we just said?
Uh-huh.
I punt the dog into the water.
What? No! Petal's gonna run over and give him a hug. Petal will run over and make sure he's not spooked by the door slamming shut, though.
Oh, he's very spooked.
Aw, she's gonna go encourage him.
So am I, but you don't
Uh,
encourage me.
You just threw a
His
rope
tail is-
at me while I was bleeding out.
Yeah,
You don't-
to
It
pull
saved
you
your
off
life.
out of the trap.
His tail's in between his legs. He is shivering, and he's got that kind of the kind of shivering where like every time he breathes out, there's a slight whimper to it.
Aw, what can I roll to try and calm him?
That would be animal handling.
Ah, it's
Something
it's
you were
so hit or miss.
Famously good at. Yeah.
You know what? I had a great conversation with the ox that was... Or was it a horse?
You did.
It was like the first animal handling was like a critical
That was
success.
the first roll of the game, I think.
Yeah, and since then it's been like a 1 or a 2. Yeah, let's try and calm them.
It's being. There we go.
Speak of the devil.
Uh, as you go to calm him, he wraps himself behind, like weaves his way around Mr. Banks, having found some comfort in the small green man. However,
Most people do.
as you are having this moment, the shadows of the room coil together in pools, like along the far walls, even around you, and they begin to rise. slowly taking form like liquid velvet into black robes. All of them holding like ethereal daggers made of this shadow. There does not appear to be anything in these robes. But as they do, the chanting rises once more as the 13 dark apparitions appear. Each one resembles the black-robed figure holding a dagger and a torch. The torch's fires are black and seem to draw light in. Where you'd expect the faces to be are void. One must die, they chant over and over again. One must die. One must die.
One must die. One must die. I'm just
Gonna
gonna try and blend in with them.
Try to fit in.
Yeah.
Sibin just kind of falls to his knees, scared.
All right.
Petal's gonna probably go to Sivin and try and make sure that like he stays safe
Fair enough.
and comfort.
Anyone who would like to roll me either a religion or insight, if you need help determining what you're being told to do.
Ooh, look at that.
I may not be good at things, but I know my religion. Jesus Christ, amen.
You let the words
hell,
of these
Chucky?
apparitions sink in. You look at the daggers they're holding, or that have apparated with them, and then you look at the altar on the dais. And you know immediately that in order to appease whatever this entity is, or these entities are, something has to die here.
My will to fight has died.
It doesn't appear to be enough.
Well,
told
where's
you.
the baby? I need to smash a baby.
Oh my goose. Petal's
Gone, dude.
Bree turned and looked at you like, what the fuck?
I'm the baby smasher, apparently.
I'd like to point out that I was not there for that session when Shocky went rogue.
And I got up to go pee.
Chucky destroyed a baby crib.
That had a ghost baby in it.
You didn't know it was a ghost.
It was just a bundle of. There
I
wasn't even
didn't.
a
I
ghost
didn't
in
know
there.
it was a ghost baby.
It wasn't even a ghost in there. It was just a bundle. It was like a bundle. It was a swaddle.
Yeah, sometimes
Um,
it's a ghost baby. Sometimes it's just a bundle of cloth.
Yeah. You gotta be sure.
You just gotta be sure.
Petal's gonna look around on the
So,
ground for a spider or bug,
Or like a spider.
any type of insect.
Yeah, any kind of rat, maybe?
Roll me perceptions. 14 on perception. Okay.
Why can't we just ask Lancelot what's happening here?
I don't think I've had a
I'm
long
about to
rest,
drown this puppy.
so I can't touch him or talk to him.
As you are searching for more options, you go looking for a spider or a rat or anything. This room seems to be repellent to small vermin or things other than curious
Us.
adventurers.
Does germ theory exist inside D&D? What if
Good
I
question.
just... what if I just set fire
mean,
on like a rock and like microbes die?
I was about to say, because the water's stagnant. That's a bacteria fucking minefield.
That's true. The
Just boil the
apparition
water,
continue
kill all
to
the
chant.
bacteria.
One must die. One must die.
I take out my dagger. One must die. One must die.
They don't seem to be looking at you. They seem to be looking at the altar. So it's probably working.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go back and try and move this thing. See what it does.
I already know this is me.
Okay.
I'm here for moral support.
Can we inspect the altar to see if there's anything like standoutish about it?
The altar? Yeah, you can go to the altar. It is a polished stone platform. Again, the sides are have been carved to depict like undead, like the ghouls you saw earlier, and skeletons, all kind of clawing upwards to the top, which has been bored smooth and stained with deep brown red. There's a pair of shackles that hang from the ceiling above it.
Is there any like collection pool for like where blood is supposed to go, or drainage where blood is supposed to enter, or is it just?
It seems to just pool onto the dais.
Oh yeah, it's not like Tomb Raider or anything where the blood going in certain spots triggers a key.
Yep.
All right, did my athletics check do whatever to the thing?
Your athletics with a 12.
Can I assist?
If you'd like, you can assist. I would bring it to a 22.
I'm gonna assist her. For some reason feels like little brother, but not.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, it actually doesn't even take an athletics check as the two of you begin to turn the wheel. The portcullis here begins to raise. Almost as if offering a warning. The apparitions halt what they're saying and immediately in a raised tone follow with another, "One must die."
How many apparitions are there?
13.
I think she's gonna call out, well, there's 13 of you, you can work it out! And then she's gonna try and usher people to go through the portcullis, like Lancelot.
As you ignore the warning, the apparitions raise in almost like an acapella, like a choral rise, and then follow up with, "The end is nigh, flesh will be taken." And the pile of refuse in the corner in the cave begins to rock and roil and lift as a mound of decayed flesh and grasping vines and bones and refuse begins to rise from the water. Can I get initiatives, please?
Before we do that, is the portcullis open at all? Did we manage to get it open?
It will take an action in combat to open it.
Okay. I don't think Lancelot should be here anymore.
I'm about to fucking drown that dog.
Is that what you mean?
The dog's done nothing.
Exactly. The dog has done nothing.
Well, he's been my friend.
All this fighting apparitions because we can't kill a dog.
You are a dog.
I mean, I can turn into one. That's
all right. Lane, can I get your initiative? I don't think I see you.
Yep. Sorry.
Oh, good. It happens. Damn, everyone rolled real good on their initiative, other than
Yeah, sure we did.
one of you rolled real good on your initiative, and that's Lancelot.
Hell yeah. Wait, what's Lancelot doing? No.
I should have just offered to buy you a new seagull.
Should have just killed the dog.
I was actually considering the seagull.
Oh, Petal wouldn't let us kill the seagull. She won't let us kill the dog.
I know, that's why I didn't even throw it out there.
Yeah,
All
same.
right. As this horrific mound of decay rises, Lancelot is and he's going to stay right there. That's his turn. Right. The thing. It rolled a 10. It has a speed of 20 feet, so it goes 5, 10, 15, and 20. Lane.
Fuck that.
Yeah. It is going to make gonna take its attacks against you. So it makes 2 attacks. The first one is a 17 to hit, which will hit. And the second one, another 17 to hit. So it's a total of 22 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
I'm out.
Yep. As it it crawls up this altar, and tendrils of rotten flesh and vines and bones lash out and just clash around Lane. And then it hit with both, so it drags him into its body.
Oh, there goes my idea.
Next will be Lane. Lane, would you roll me a death saving throw, please? Well, that's a D10. There you go. So that is a success. You are on the road to recovery. You can feel you are still conscious, kind of on the edge there. You feel this thing's body, kind of the weight of it kind of crushing in around you. But that takes the pedal.
Is there any part of him sticking out?
Let me see. I don't believe there is. I believe he's fully engulfed. Engulfs immediately. Yep, he's fully engulfed. So he's blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe.
Does it look squishy enough that she could, like, shove an arm in to try and pull him out?
I'd say so. It's probably going to be incredibly unpleasant.
Well, we just got staked a whole lot, so let's run through some stagnant water.
There you go. There you
The
go.
wounds are
That's
closed up.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, so I think I have enough.
Has anyone ever heard of sepsis?
Petal's gonna run over immediately.
Okay.
I think what we're gonna do is she's still holding her torch, right?
Yep.
If this thing's goopy,
seems pretty goopy.
she's just gonna like torch first. Just pop it right in there and then try and reach in for Lane and try and grab him.
Okay. Go ahead and I'm gonna say if you're just using the torch as like a distraction, go ahead and roll me an athletics. Your DC is 14.
Let's go.
Double natural 20s. Yeah, no problem. The torch, it does seem to recoil from the torch. It doesn't seem too bothered by the heat, but more so the light. But you are able to drag Lane from the inside this thing. Perhaps unsettlingly, as you plunge your arms deep into it, it is uncomfortably warm inside this thing.
Okay. As a minor action, can I drag him like over here? Like to the other side?
You moved 5, 10, 15. You'd have 15 feet of movement. Yeah.
So
You
like
could move
10,
5, 10. Yeah, you could get like
15? Okay, perfect. That will conclude my turn.
all right. Banks, you watched as Petal runs quite valiantly into the water and drags Lane from inside this thing, discarding the torch on the dais. What are you doing, bud?
Are these pillars or torches? Like what are these? Sorry.
They are pillars.
Okay.
Yeah, they go all the way up to the ceiling.
Okay, so I and my burglar pack have 2 flasks of oil.
Ooh.
I would like to use an action to chuck it at the guy.
Okay. That is a ranged. It's a thrown attack. So if you have, just roll a any ranged attack, like your dexterity, your bow, or your dagger. Either one will work just fine. That's the problem. Just roll from your attack section.
Yeah. Been a minute.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh wait, hold on though. It didn't seem to care about
Didn't seem too bothered by the heat. Yeah.
but the light. So what happens if you dumped the oil on the ground and set that on fire?
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't like the light, we want to make it as bright as possible in theory. Oh wait. Sivin, do you still have your light spell? Are you able to cast that
I'm
again?
looking at.
Can you cast it on the monster?
It's a cantrip, so yeah.
Or throw. No, he probably doesn't want to throw his backpack. So that's where all his stuff.
Yeah, you
is.
probably do that.
I can create another one. Yes, it's a cantrip.
So, thanks. You still throwing the oil on it?
I'll throw it in front of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way, in case it wants to advance forward, it has to go like fire or around.
Perfect. Say it covers that space there. It does seem to cling to the top of the water as oil. That is your action. You still have a bonus action in movement.
Okay.
Stealth and get out of dodge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nimble escape.
God, I wish I could do inner radiance already.
Which I roll for stealth with that, right?
Yes, it'd be, yeah.
Okay. Oof, da.
Oof. Busy chanting "One must die." Not doing a great job of hiding here.
No, but I'll still run away.
Okay. All right. Sivin.
I move close enough where I can actually throw the light bearer item.
Okay. Yep. So you touch an object. What are you gonna touch to and then toss at it? Because light imbues an object with light. Dancing light's the one that screens light.
Oh, so the monster is an object?
I'm gonna throw the broken broom.
You're gonna grab a piece of the broom, light it up, and toss it at it. All right.
Yep.
Like a spear, let's go.
Okay.
Acrobatics or athletics?
I'll say if you're just trying to get it in the vicinity, I'm not even gonna require a roll for it. It's just
Oh
putting
well, I'm trying to pierce him with the broken
you're trying to-
broom
it. And yeah, that will be
with the
just
light
an
on
attack.
it.
It'll be an attack
Uh,
because it is an improvised weapon. You don't have proficiency on it.
I was gonna say that's where you're wrong, but no. Let's
And if you had Tavern Brawling,
I know.
yeah, I mean even -2 because without proficiency, that's still a hit, I believe. Yeah, its AC is not that high. All right, go ahead and roll me. I'll say a D4 for piercing damage, plus your strength.
D4 plus strength.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. It perhaps uncomfortably, but at the fact that this thing appears to just be a mound of like flesh and rot, it does kind of let out like a high-pitched shriek as you pierce it. Is there anything else you'd like to do for your turn?
Take a defensive stance. Prepare for combat.
All right. Lancelot is going to move further to the corner, and that's his turn. Let's see. Does it reach? It does. So it is going to go 5, 10. It is going to make an attack. It'll do both its attacks against you, I think. I don't think it's going to go anywhere here. So first attack. It's 14. That will not hit your armor class. Second one is a 17, which I think might just
Nope.
or nope yet. So it lashes
18.
out with the two bony tendrils, and they both collide with your shield. You feel your body kind of like slide on the slick stone with the impacts, but you're clear. That takes us to Lane. Go ahead and roll me another d20, bud. Another death saving throw.
Am I able to assist?
You can, but it will take your turn. It'll take your action. But with a 19, that's another success. So he is. You can kind of see his eyes fluttering open. He is stabilizing. So that takes us to Petal.
What kind of
You could
shenanigans?
also cast a healing spell on him, and that would make him pass all his saves.
I don't think Petal has anything to heal aside from a short rest. Yeah, I just have wolf pelt, rope, water skin, bedroll, arrows.
I think you
I
have
could
healing.
make him comfortable.
No, you don't. Okay. You have animal spells, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I can ask Gary how he's doing.
That's true. He's not. You can tell by his like frantic squawking and fluttering. He's not doing great right now.
Oh, we should have done that. Should have cast Lightbearer on him and then set him loose so he just flies around frantically, bugging the monster. That would have been
I
great.
mean, I can do that next turn. It's a cantrip. I can do it as much as I want. I can put light on anything.
Well, I think it has to be an object. It can't be a creature. So you can cast on like a collar on him, but you can't cast it on him himself.
Guess who's got a dice set?
There.
I can just keep taking dice out and throw it at things. Little light pebbles.
I have thousands of ball bearings as well.
Boom!
In my at-home Saturday game, we have one of the characters who, while they were traveling, like any travel, he would just pick up stones, cast light, and toss them into the woods, just the entire way.
That's not. Hey, Ansel and Gretel, that shit.
Yeah.
I like
Well,
it.
they were traveling on like regular roads, and he was just throwing them off into the woods on the side.
I would do that.
I think what
Your
we're...
friend seems to be stabilizing.
Yeah. I think what we'll do is we'll take out her fancy longbow and take a shot, see what happens.
All right. Take a shot, see what happens. Does hit and 8 points of piercing damage. All right. You draw that bow again. It's got a deceptively strong draw, but you get it past that point, loose an arrow, and it sinks deep into the kind of fleshy mass of this thing. And his body seems to be slowly engulfing both the arrow and the piece of broken broom impaled into it. Slowly sucking them in.
Quick question.
It's the broom is lit up, so.
Yep.
When I shoot with the longbow, does it automatically take the arrows out, or do I have to do that manually?
You have to do it manually.
Okay. 17. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Um,
You still have a bonus action. And your movement.
I think we'll take another torch out and light it.
Okay.
So put that to 8. And she's just gonna kind of hold the torch over Lane, ensuring that it doesn't come at us.
Right on. All right. Banks, you're up, buddy.
Oh, right. Guess I'm gonna walk towards the oil spill.
Nice casual saunter.
Yeah. Yeah, just tiptoe over there. Use my tinderbox to set the oil on fire as my action.
All right. It is in the oil, so it is going to take. It will go up in flame. Let me go ahead and do a fun little hiya.
Ooh.
think I can do a fun thing with this. I don't know if I can, but let's do that. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, it that area goes up in flames. It only burns for a couple of seconds, but as it quickly burns away, you watch as it does seem to cause some of the rotten mass to bubble and singe, but it just as a heads up, when you do burning oil only does 5 damage. It's just what it does.
Nice.
But the flash of light does seem to disorient it. That would be perfect. With 17, much better. Much better. Stop chanting. Like, the bright flash is giving you an opportunity to step away. Are you going to go anywhere else, or are you going to stay where you're at?
Hide behind the pillar.
Okay.
As best as I can.
All right.
With my nimble escape.
Yep. That takes us to Sivin.
Y'all know what time it is.
Let's say your back is against the wall. You are being beset upon by a gross thing.
It's hammer time.
Go.
Just so deadpan.
19 will hit.
And then we're also going to, well, roll my damage.
Smite.
And then I'm going to smite this bitch.
It is not undead, so it is just the 2d8, but still 19 damage is pretty big.
Thwack!
You watch as Sivin raises his hammer on high. It seems to drink the light from the broom handle. As he brings it down, there's a flash of golden light that seems to blast away some of the bones and rot, scattering it across the water. A pretty hefty hit. It cries out again, almost what sounds like whale song, almost.
Mr. Dandy would love it here.
Are you going to move anywhere, or are you going to stay where you're at? Sivin.
I'm going to move a little bit over
Okay.
here. I'm going to take a
Alright.
defensive stance with my shield and end
Try
my
to pull it
turn.
away. I understand. Lancelot's not doing anything. He's going to hang out. He's going to take the dodge action. All right. It
Come on, you big pile of bitch.
throws its body against the raised platform and kind of snakes its way up. It's going to lash out again. 22 for the first one,
That hits.
for 16 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
And then the 11 does not hit. I'm sorry, it's technically a 19 to hit. I forget because I've been giving it disadvantage because of light. But a 19 is still enough to hit you. The other one with an 11, it does not hit. So yeah, it gets one of the tentacles lashes out, but your shield stays up. Another one snakes up from below, kind of around the pillar that it's there at, and just cracks you across the back of the shoulders, like heavily. You feel like bone splinters and maybe like the remnants of like rusty weapons that have been slowly broken apart and kind of lodged deep into you as the tendril lashes. But that's its turn, taking us to Lane. Would you make me one more death save? Hopefully this is the last one.
Oof.
A 2. That's actually a failure. So Lane, you had felt yourself.
I'll help him.
You gotta use your action on your turn to do that.
That's okay.
You feel yourself. You had felt yourself coming back to, kind of let the heat of your body kind of return. But as Petal lights that torch and holds it above you, your eyes focus on that light. You kind of feel yourself slowly, like your eyelids droop a little bit as the weariness sets in.
Just shaking his head. I'll help him.
Gonna offer the help action on his next save?
Yes.
Okay. So you still have your bonus action.
I'll maybe move us back here. Just really make sure we're... Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think that's everything. So then, Banks. You watched Sivin take a pretty hefty hit.
Well, the oil didn't seem to do too much.
The oil gave it disadvantage.
Yeah, that is true. But that'll
Granted,
that
it still rolled really well in the disadvantage, but
and it'll still take like 2 turns because I have to do the
Yeah.
oil and then. Shoot at it.
Okay.
Just to see what happens.
just to see what happens. An 18 does hit, and you do get your sneak attack because there's an ally engaged with it.
And Fury of the Small.
Roll on Fury of the Small, which is, I think, 2 more damage, right?
Yeah, because I'm level
So 16?
2.
So 16 points of damage is a pretty big hit. You take a knee out, like just sinking into the water a little bit, because you can't fully take a knee. It's about 2 feet of water. So you kind of actually have to, like, straighten your back fully to get a bow full drawn. And you find a soft spot between a pair of ribs that are kind of held among its form. And the arrow sinks all the way in, fully into its form. You watch as the kind of the rotten flesh and mass of decay kind of quivers and begins to bleed, something that it hasn't really been doing yet from that arrow.
Nice.
Again, another kind of whale cry, whale song kind of cry.
Oofda.
Next is Sivan.
All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my potions of healing.
All right. Administering a potion to yourself is a bonus action.
Yep. I can still smack him.
Yep.
Okay, how do I use this thing?
It should be in your inventory if it's not.
It is, but every time I click on it, it doesn't, like, do anything.
Okay. Potions of healing, I believe, are 2d4 plus 2, but let me double check. 2d4 plus 2. Yep. So just remove one of the potions and roll 2d4 plus 2 and heal that much.
Let's go.
Total of 8 points. That's a big hit. All right. You pop the cork down. It tastes like cherry cough syrup, almost.
Don't care, it keeps me alive.
Yep. But you feel that same, like, fire of vitality kind of reignite within you. Have your action.
First verse, same as the same, yeah.
Yeah.
First verse, same as the first. Oh,
We're
My-
smiting for my last
There we go.
Oh, damn.
let's fucking go.
So do I do the damage first and then the divine
Yes.
smite on critical?
Yep. That,
He's not messing around.
it also didn't double your. So go ahead and roll me an additional
Bludgeoning.
d8. Yeah, it didn't roll an additional for the bludgeoning.
So D8.
Yep, an additional d8.
Oh shit.
A lot of. Oh
God
my god. So that is what?
15 plus
15 plus
18.
18. So
Jackie said no.
3 points of damage.
Yep.
Kitty,
God,
that's
yes,
my
you
paw
drink
pie.
You drink that potion, and you feel
God, I
that
need
again.
more of those.
I was gonna say, you feel that heat, that vital flame reignite within you, and you draw back the hammer. You all watch as he does. There's like that, like the Tokyo Drift brake light line of light, and just with a swift uppercut, the mass that sort of resembles a forming head is just splattered in a blinding light across the ceiling. Just a fountain of viscera as a part of this thing is blasted away in a thunderous, booming smite. An incredible hit. That is your, unless you would like to move, that is your turn.
Back up a little bit, draw it out some more.
As
take
you
a defensive
back up-
stance and end my turn.
It is going to take an attack of opportunity.
It's gonna try.
That is true. It is going to try. It has disadvantage still. Its turn has not come back around, so it's a 13. It does not hit you.
Like I said, it's gonna try.
Yep. So as the sensory kind of node that had formed is splattered away, it lashes out at nothing as you try to pull away. Lancelot, I think, is going to try to be closer to somebody, and then it's going to take the dodge action. Let me see. What is this thing's intelligence? I don't think it's very good. It's not. But I do think it is going to do this. It has been lashing out against you at no avail, and you have been hurting it real bad. So 5, 10, 15, 20. It is going to take the dash action. It is going to come to try and finish off.
Where's my taunt
Deal.
button?
That's going to be Intimidate. Or Compelled Duel is a spell you can get.
Compelled
Unfortunately,
to
it doesn't
duel.
use its dash action, so it doesn't get to do anything else. Lane, make me another death saving throw, this time with advantage. Okay. Both successes. So Lane, you are stable. So you are no longer bleeding out. You feel yourself kind of... you are still unconscious until you're healed, but you are no longer making death saves. So, Petal. This thing has, after having a section of its body blasted away, it went close to the ground, almost like a slime mold in Fast Forward, came lashing through the water towards you and Lane.
So I have a torch out. Oh, right, she has a short sword.
It's true.
I
You
like
know
to...
this thing doesn't like light.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna have that freaking torch all up in its face.
Okay.
And then we'll try striking it with a short sword.
All right. 9 points of... That's a good hit.
It's no Shocky, which was like, what, 46 points? Jesus.
No, it's no 33, smite of 33, no, but that's what paladins do. That's kind of their job. You fish for crits, and then when you get a crit, you make it go boom. Yeah, so with the torch in one hand kind of held out right, you lash out, the silver kind of ringing and shining underneath the light. You managed to carve a section from it, a pretty decent gouge into the soft, decaying flesh. It is, after your hit and the hit from Sivan, it's looking quite bad, actually. It's like parts are falling off of it as it moves. That takes us to, unless there's anything else you'd like to do.
I think she's just gonna step kind of in between the creature and Lane. So if...
Okay, I'll go ahead and swap your places there.
Yeah.
All right. That takes us to Banks.
Also, sorry, Lane, I'll get Petal some healing items.
Y'all need some of that healing potion. That shit's great.
Right.
That shit's good.
Shocky's been converted.
Damn.
The irony is, I'm the only healer.
No, you're not.
Devin's also got some good healing utility, but yeah, you are the primary.
Yeah, and Petal she got nothing. She did save you, though.
I get a sneak attack because there's a ally within 5 feet, right?
Right.
Okay, then... Verse. Same.
Verse. You are also hidden, so you do have advantage on that.
Oh, thank God.
So you do hit. All right. That takes it to the point where it is wounded. You sink another arrow into it. The kind of roiling whale song that has been its responses all of you kind of realize it's not some strange, like, ephemeral call of a strange creature. You feel, you begin to pick out the lilt and kind of cooing that is the sound of a distorted, infantile cry.
The baby smasher, get
As
your
if-
butt back here.
As if somebody
Baby needs to get smashed.
recordings of a baby in distress and slowed them down and pitched them around. All right, another shot taken, and dashing through and kind of mingling among the black-robed apparitions. Right.
You know how I do.
Yep. That takes us to Sivan.
I move over here.
Okay.
I give myself an intimidation.
Okay.
Oi, dickhead! Over here! And I start clanking my shield. Oi, dickhead! Come on.
Surprisingly, this thing is not immune to being charmed, which means it does have to roll a save.
Oh, so you mean I should have been flirting this whole time?
With an 18, it does not seem to be aware of what you're doing. It
Well-
seems very focused on getting to Lane.
Well, then I prepare a two-handed attack by putting my shield away, and I'm ready to just drop my hammer on him if he comes towards me.
All right, preparing an action. All
And
right.
then I end.
Lancelot is trying to move away from this thing, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Lancelot, no.
He's going to take the dodge action. Try to remain away from this thing. There is something in between him and its prey, so it is going to direct one attack at Petal. I believe a 20 hits. And that's 14 bludgeoning damage. This thing does a lot of damage,
God damn.
Damn.
man.
Just play dead. I'll handle this.
I'm
Pretty
not
soon we
playing.
won't
I'm
be
really
playing.
knocked out.
So, Petal, as it lashes out kind of in retaliation to you, you feel the points where the stakes went through earlier kind of split as you're thrust against the wall. The kind of the tendril bashes against you. Seeing you go limp against the wall and seeing Lane, went over there for Lane, but you went down, so it is going to cannot see Mr. Von Banks because he is at stealth of 20, so 5, 10, 15, or 5, 10, 15, 20. That's as far as it can go. All right,
That
Lane,
works for me.
you are down but stable. Pedal, I need a death saving throw, so just roll a d20.
Let's see if I can roll better than last time.
I believe in you.
Oh, thank bless.
Hey.
18. Okay, that is a success. It's not quite a critical success, but you are inured to death a little bit at this point, and are able to keep your eyes open, watching what's happening here. Banks.
Okay. A lot of options here. I mean,
Honestly,
this thing
stay
is...
hidden and go save them.
Okay.
I was gonna say, can't relate. A lot of options.
20. Do I have to be right
You
next
guys have
to?
options?
6 years later, he's still on the ground.
Yeah.
Do I have to be right next to give her the help action?
Yes, you do have to be within 5 feet to hear the help action.
Fuck.
You can dash as a bonus action.
Oh, true. Yeah, we'll just do that then.
Okay.
And then yeah, I'll give her the help action.
Okay. And kind of put your hand and cover up some of her wounds that have reopened. All right.
Yeah.
We're everywhere.
Sivan.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, hop into the water, climb up upon the dais.
And we're gonna two-handed swing.
Jump from the altar.
From the top rope!
That's great, but no.
Oh yeah. 22 hits, for sure. Points. All right, you continue to crack the bones that make up this thing's form. But it is still standing.
That's okay. I then switch back to one-handed and shield, take
Bring
my
the shield
defensive
back up.
stance, and
All
I
right.
will end.
All right, seeing Petal in distress and trying to stay away from the monster, he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He's going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He can't do anything else, but he's coming to your aid. He's coming to help as best he can.
Bobby!
Takes us to the mound. It's going to make an attack.
With disadvantage because it's still blinded.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then another attack. It's good. That's very good. As the trick is, all it has to do is hit you once. I will say it does not have disadvantage for these two because it is not like you haven't been actively keeping the light up. The light spell is still there, but it acclimates to each source. But still, a 12 and a 14 do not hit you.
Good.
So it is once again lashing out. Fairly desperate at this point.
I'm glad you're doing this.
Just getting the shield up. Yeah. Holding it down. Lane, you're stable. Petal, make a death saving throw with advantage, please.
Is it? Oh my. Those words
D20.
tried to come out twice. Sorry. I can roll 2 20s?
Yep, because you're going to take the highest one, which would be a 14 is enough to pass.
Oh, bless.
So you are 1 foot, 1 step closer to being stable.
Like that dumb Twilight song.
Yeah.
One step closer.
And I'm about to break. Banks, it's your turn. Petal's
Yeah.
breathing. It's still a little raspy, but she is leveling up.
Okay, so
Throw a Minecraft healing potion at both of them. Slash damage.
A splash potion, yeah.
you know
Those
what?
don't exist in D&D, do they?
You know what?
I mean, if you had an artificer or somebody who had a short 9 does not hit, and you did not stealth blast her.
No.
So yeah, you fire an arrow. It kind of whizzes in between it and Sivan, clattering into the pool.
Whatever, I'm on a roll.
You are doing real good.
Yeah, I was just like, maybe if I get real lucky, I can finish this thing off, and then.
Potentially,
But nope. Okay.
And that wasn't even the
hero.
heroism potion that I have.
true.
Try to
That's
hide.
just regular healing.
The 20 is an incredible stealth.
Okay. Yeah. Just stay there.
Takes us to Sivan. Both you and it looking pretty rough. I mean, you're actually not looking that rough.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing with one hand and shield.
10 does not hit it. You swing out and find a particularly spongy part of the flesh. Just kind of bounce off with no effect.
I'm gonna use inspiration to do that again.
Okay.
Since there's still one floating, can I just use the floating one?
Sure. I believe that that is the last of the party inspiration, right?
Yeah, because I think pretty much everybody's stable. I was gonna say we should save it for a death throw.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. We'll get it back.
I believe in you. Yep. 24 definitely hits. Not quite a critical hit, but 4 more points of damage. You drive in and you find that spongy spot. You kind of lock the hammer in and drive it as hard upward as you can. You feel a couple ribs and bones crack, but it doesn't have a whole lot of impact behind that hit. Lancelot is going to just kind of lick at your hand. He can't offer the help action, so he's just doing his thing. He's being a dog. Which then takes us to the flesh mound. It's gonna try here. A 20 does hit. Luckily, it is not the crit. That is 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's fine. We'll take a little nap.
It cannot see Banks. So
It thinks everyone is dead.
Yes, so I think it is going to take its second attack against you. You are prone, so it has advantage, so you will automatically fail 2 death saves, and you
That's
are
fine.
Lane, stable, pedal, death save. $14. All right, pedal has stabilized. Or at 0, but stable. Banks, it's just you and the dog. You watch
Kill this
as
thing.
Sivan got caught and is dragged deep inside of it.
What did you say, Shocky?
Kill it.
The dog?
Don't you dare!
One must die.
No balls.
I keep hearing one must die.
No balls.
No balls, he says.
No.
I mean, you could kill me. It'll stop this.
I don't know if I'll need to.
I mean, do you have
might
any
happen
potion?
naturally. No.
I'm at
is
-5
low.
with 2 failure saves already.
Well, you stop at 0. You don't do negatives in 5th edition.
Eh.
Your health is low. Do you have any potions or food?
Food?
Um,
You do know that Sivan has another potion on his person.
So you kill this, you save them.
They're both safe. They're just unconscious.
yeah, they're both stable now. All right, I feel like the only thing I really can do is try and finish this thing off.
Yo.
When he hits, you are hidden, so you get sneak attack.
Alright.
10 points. It's so close.
Is there anything I can do with inspiration?
You could try with inspiration. You could re-roll some of that damage.
Couldn't he just take his turn again with inspiration?
No, inspiration doesn't let you take a turn again. No. Can I make?
All right, so if I use inspiration to re-roll that, if I do worse, do I get to do the original?
Yeah, you
or is it
take the higher of
completely-
the two. You should be able to see its health bar now. By the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, 10 should have
try
killed
that.
it.
No, it had 20. This is after the 10. Well, 11 is technically better. So,
By the strictest definition.
yep. So yeah, you
uh,
now on the stairs with an advantageous position, you take that shot, you fire into it. Its form is quivering and shaking, and it is constant. That crying is constant and like clawing at your ears. But it's there. You still have your movement and your bonus action.
Re-stealth. You got this.
yeah.
Man, my shoulders are hurting from all this heavy lifting I'm doing.
Yeah, right?
13 is
Alright.
not your best stealth, but are you going to move from that spot?
Yeah, I'll move over here. That way, if he comes to attack me, they don't get hit in the crossfire.
Fair enough. Right. It is. Its perception is not fantastic, but it's not its turn. Sivan. Need that d20, buddy. Okay. That is a success. The dog. I think he's going to just try to get distance at this point. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Not being able to see Mr. Banks. The kind of creeping slime mold, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Wait, so was that a successful stealth?
It was a successful stealth.
Oh shit, I didn't think so.
Yep, kill this thing or kill me.
It's passive perception. It does leave you behind. It doesn't leave you in the body. That takes Blaine, Petal, Banks.
Kill it or kill me. This arrow will determine it.
No, I'm going for it.
I don't know. My alternative to Petal's pretty fun.
Does hit. It's a total of 10 damage of the 9 it has remaining. So, Mr. Banks, I'm going to put this in your hands. How do you do it?
Talk us through the kill.
All right, I lean up against the pillar, pulled out my bow, stabilizing against the pillar, let the arrow fly.
All right, just like an action movie, just like back against the pillar, looping
Yeah.
around, drawing and firing one last shot. Its back turned to you. It's chasing after this dog that has kind of weaseled its way into your party. The arrow flies across the water over Sivan, straight into this creeping slime mold of rot and decay. The arrow buries itself in, and the distortion on the kind of whale call falls away, and you hear a child crying, maybe 5 seconds, before it just fades away.
Damn it, he got to kill the baby and I didn't.
You're such a liberal.
The apparitions quietly, slowly, a voice, their voices kind of ring out. The end comes, death be praised. And they disappear.
Did they drop the daggers?
No, they were just
Ropes?
part of the apparition.
Boo.
As this,
I just wanted to sprint up to his
of course,
unconscious body.
from the help action, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a death save, Sivan. This will be the last one you need to make. Natural 20. It is the last one you need to make. With a natural 20, actually, you heal
Back
a hit
up.
point. You heal a hit point. You are back up and stable. So watch as this
What
arrow
happened?
flies overhead, and you snap to hearing the baby cry.
He killed the baby without me. Damn it.
As that, as the body of this thing stops moving and begins to kind of disperse through the water, the spongy, rotten flesh, and the like gatherings of rotten plant matter begin to disperse into the water. The bones kind of freely floating in the stagnant water. You hear the pillars in this room begin to creak. Stone pillars groaning against a shift in weight. Sand or dust and pebbles fall from the ceiling as cracks in the natural stone begin to spread.
So we're just gonna get buried here, right?
It does appear that something is happening up above.
Time to cheese it.
Well, me and Pebble are gonna get buried here.
Yeah, when did they get back up?
It takes them 8 hours when they are
Oh
unconscious,
shit!
unless they receive healing.
All right, I'm going over to them. Kieran wounds on Lane.
Okay. So Lane, you slowly snap back to consciousness. Your friend Sivan, looking real bad, real fucking beat up.
Boy, we got work to do.
The room itself is very subtly shaking.
I just love that for poor Lane. There's this giant monster that comes running out. Everything goes dark, and now the whole building's collapsing.
Yeah, it's a rough time.
He,
All right,
his
I know
contribution
this is
was a,
rough,
oh
but I
shit.
need you to see Spot run on pedal, and we need to cheese it now.
Right. Petal, you snap too, again, seeing your allies kind of huddle around you. Everyone, except for Banks. Banks seems unfazed. The creature itself is gone. Seems to have melted into the water.
Banks
Now
has a
that we're
bit
out
of
of combat,
survivor
I use
skill.
Good Berry on myself, so that's all my spell slots.
Okay.
Yep, I'm also out of them too. So we need to cheese it out of here and then torch this fucking house.
Right. So good berry will heal you if you're going to eat each berry. That will do 4 points of healing, I believe. Right? No, 10.
Welcome to Goodberry, home of the Goodberry.
Can I take your order? Yeah.
Yeah.
You just shove a handful of berries in your mouth.
Yep.
Fair enough. All right. Let's do.
So that was 10 berries. You said each one gives me what? 1 hit point?
Yes, each one. I already healed you up.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Let's put this back on. Let's stop using the quiet one and go back to
The nice calm.
So, we are in motion. Where are we going?
Can we
are
use
getting out of here.
this to do the port?
Yep.
Also, Lance is coming, right?
Athletics. Somebody gonna help me real quick?
You don't even need athletics. It just takes an action.
Okay, I'm doing it. Go, 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 go.
Yep. We're gonna go ahead and move in initiative order here. So, we were at the top of the lane. Would be
Dog.
so it'd be Lane first.
Take us out of here, Lane! Don't fall in a death
What
trap!
am I doing?
We're getting out. Go.
escaping the house.
Okay. I guess I'm going through that.
Through the portcullis.
Yeah.
You can get to about there. You can take the dash action as well if you would like to.
Yes.
Okay. The 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get to about there. As a suggestion, if you wish to, some animals move faster than people.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to look at.
You can wild shape as a bonus action. That is as circle the moon.
Okay, I thought that was bonus.
Yep. Bonus action.
Let's see. I think. You hear him?
He's so cute.
So I can't tell which one moves the furthest, whether it's the wolf, hyena, or the cat.
I believe the dire wolf.
How's the dark vision on each of them, though?
He's got
Funny
his
enough, the
backpack
cat
with,
doesn't
like-
have any dark vision.
Cats don't have dark vision.
That's so weird.
The dire wolf's movement is 50. Actually, nuts.
Take Gary and run!
50. Cat's
All right, so
speed
yeah,
is 4. Yeah, so the bear is 35. So your best options are direwolf or giant hyena.
all right, I'll go direwolf.
Direwolf. Yeah. Oh yeah, that is a large creature though. Real quick, this represents direwolf. Name, lane. Where is my controlled by? Controlled by, determined by character settings. Okay, then we'll do lane. There you go. So you should be able to control that wolf now. You need to make sure it has vision as well.
He's over here talking. All right, perfect.
All right. That is your turn. Petal, you are up.
Yeah, we're gonna run out. Lance is coming, right?
Yes, he will. He is going to be moving on your action.
Perfect. She's got 30?
I believe you have 35, actually.
And
The
it's
ranger should
5 or
speed.
10?
30. These are each 5. Your speed is 30. Oh, right. Eladrin don't get the extra speed. Yeah, your
Yeah.
speed is 30.
There you go. 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30. That's Frosty, right?
That is fraud. I mean, you did see him run this direction, and there is now a giant wolf here. Yeah,
That's a big ass fucking wolf.
it's a big fucking wolf.
Wait. Hold on. Where's the goblin? The goblin should be riding the wolf.
Goblin's back behind you.
Goblin hasn't gone yet.
Yep.
And I'm over here holding this fucking door open.
Can I use my bonus action to, when the goblin runs up, toss him onto the wolf?
You can hold your bonus action for that,
Yeah.
or you can actually hold your action for that if you're like, why is it not? Why are you off center?
I'm special. I don't know.
Why?
She fell 10 feet onto a bunch of spikes. Let's not judge what her token's doing. Yeah, that actually is weird.
All right. Very weird. So you have your action, your bonus action. You can use your action to dash if you'd like, or you can wait to put the goblin on the horsey.
I will wait to put the goblin on the horsey.
Okay. I actually hold up 1 moment. I actually think wolf would be your better bet now that I think about it, because if you are a large creature, you're going to be squeezing, which means you're going to be moving at half speed, which means you'll actually be slower than you were before.
Got it.
So let me give you vision on that wolf there. Get rid of the dire wolf. Why is the wolf? Is the wolf see-through for anybody else?
I can't see
Yes.
anything because of where I'm at and lighting.
Oh, okay.
Same.
I don't see.
The wolf is see-through for me too.
Hey, it's you. Why is his base opacity set to 50? Okay, there we go. Okay. Petal, prepared to throw a goblin to a wolf. Next is Banks.
Banks, hurry, go, go, go.
Okay, I'm running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right, you got within 5 feet of Petal. Are you going to resist her?
No, I'm going to embrace it.
Nobody can
You
resist
are
Petal.
thrown, sit atop a wolf.
It's everything I wanted.
Steven.
It's so nice.
All right. So when you dash, it's double speed, right?
Correct.
Okay. So as I let go, I'm guessing the door closes.
Yes. Yeah,
I
you'd
figured as
be able to
much.
dash underneath.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Oh, you can, you're able to like slide underneath it as it goes. It doesn't close that fast. It goes at the end of the turn.
Oh, I was expecting it to just drop as soon as I let go.
No, it takes a round to close, so you'd be able to go underneath
so
it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I'm at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put you at the top here then. All right, Lancelot, and then Lorgoth the Decayer can be taken off. Lane.
Oh, that was
You
the
have a
mushy
speed of-
thing. You scared me.
Yeah.
I was like, "Ew,
All
who?
right, so Wolf
What's
has
with
has a movement speed of 40. I can use the dash action to go an additional 40, right?
Correct. Yeah.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get out of here off of this. And then where do I end up?
You would end up here behind Sivan.
All right. So that's at 20 or 25.
He's at 25.
All right, so 25. Hold on, child. I got to do math. I'm just trying to go 80.
Okay. The question is, this is a labyrinth. Where are you going from here, bud?
If I can
I
jump
remember
over
the
that
way out.
hole. There's a hole right here where Petal fell. I can jump over that.
I think I can actually put that on the change layer. There you go. Yeah. So there was the pit there. It will take an athletics to jump over it.
For the wolf?
Which would be a straight strength roll. Yeah.
Strength roll. Hold on. You gotta bear with me here a second.
No problem. Yeah.
Don't you mean wolf
got
with you? Uh-huh.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. 15
Trying to-
is plenty. $60, so you have 20 feet left.
All right, so I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20.
All right. Leaving poor Petal in the dust. Petal, it is your turn.
I think she's gonna yell at Lancelot to follow the dog.
Okay. Roll me an animal handling. I'm not going to make it be any kind of action, but I do want to see if he comprehends it.
Yes.
Well, cool. All right.
Go get him.
All right.
And then, so the dash action doubles what she can run?
Doubles your speed. Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it comes out here, right?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Petal, watch out for the hole. If you want, you can go around it like I did.
How many did I just... Okay, wait, hold on. We got... I think she was right here? Yeah. So yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
40. You've got 20 feet left.
20 feet. You said 20?
20 feet. More spaces.
I guess like right here.
Okay. Why you're so off center still? All right, Banks, you are on a wolf.
Oh, that's funny because when you fix it, she goes off center for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will leave it. I will leave it be.
Oh, no, it's all good. No, that's just funny.
No, it's okay. It is weird. Banks, are you doing anything? You're just gonna ride the wolf.
I am going to hold on to the scruff of the wolf with my left hand. My right hand, I'm raising my top hat and waving it around.
Fair enough. All right, Sivan.
All right, I'm sprinting. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Puts me right here.
Right.
Because I know I'm not going to make that jump.
Yep. That takes us back to Wolf Lane. Where are we going, buddy?
All right, so I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then an additional, using the dash, so 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80.
Okay.
went a little longer than I was. I went the wrong way. It's okay.
That's okay. All right, pedal.
Pedal, go the way I went.
Yep, you went this way.
Oh, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. It's puppy.
But he would have gone. All right. So, pedal, you would have been down here if you were going after Sivin. You still have 30 feet left to move as well.
Oh, yeah, no, I was going to dash.
Okay. You should be able to see the wolf further down the hallway there.
Oh, did they just go
Yeah.
straight? Oh, I thought they were going this way.
They went the bit long way around. Because they made the jump.
Oh, see, I see Lancelot right here, and that's what screwed me up. Okay, well then never mind.
Sorry, I hadn't moved. He hadn't done his movement yet.
Ready.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead really quick. We're gonna keep the initiative. I'm gonna move y'all. Back up here. Those. What just? Okay. So y'all run up several flights of stairs, back up into the attic. From the stove in here, this room is filled with choking black smoke. You can see the doorway here. In place of a door, there are now a pair of blades slinging side to side. We are back up at the top of the round with Lane.
Are we on the next part? Because I'm still seeing...
Oh, my mistake. I forget I have to move the little token.
Well, there's no way we're jumping from the attic out.
One moment. I have to refresh my page.
How big?
Got it.
How far was the drop? 3 stories?
4, because the attic.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you're in the 4th floor. 4th story. Yeah.
You want us to reroll initiative now?
Nope, I've got the initiative still up.
Okay.
So Lane, we're going back to the top of the round with that one. It is you as I'm going to say you all kind of reset it here.
Okay.
Again, in the doorway, there are scything blades.
Oh well, that sucks.
Yep. You can see, as you look through, you can see every doorway seems to be blocked with this. Each of the windows that you could see through here have all been bricked up.
Include the one we
It's like
broke.
me.
You can't see that one, but you assume probably.
So basically, if I run through the freaking
The blades,
thing,
it'll be a dexterity save.
all right, well, YOLO, I guess.
Oh, sorry, it's an acrobatics check.
You said acrobatics?
Acrobatics, yep.
Okay, hold on. Since they don't have it on the wolf.
Yep. All right, a 16 is enough to pass. Can I get one from Banks as well?
They're gonna cut the top hat.
Acrobatics.
Okay.
Uh,
All right, Lane, as the wolf dashes through, you take 5 points of slashing damage as the blades bite into your flesh.
And break the top hat.
I'll say if he passes, if he rolls a natural 1, we will kill the top hat as well.
He did.
Oh, he did roll a natural one. Yep.
Wait,
Banks
but I
bet.
have a check mark next to acrobatics. Does that mean I get?
It means you're proficient. It means you get to add your proficiency.
Oh. I thought
So yeah,
maybe
Banks. Unfortunately, as the wolf sees a clearing, jumps through the blades. You are caught a pretty deep cut on your shoulder from one, and then the other loops back around and shaves the top of your top hat off.
No hat for you.
Wait, but hold on. How much? Is it like just the top, so he still has like a
Couple
good
inches,
brim?
like an inch or so. Yeah.
It's just empty on the
Just
inside?
The brim looks like a
No,
soup can.
he still has like 6 or 7 inches of hat up there. It's just the top is gone.
So we could use it for storage.
Potentially. You still have tons of movement, Lane.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure. said
I
it
also
was,
have a
what,
disguise
5, 10,
kit, which I think has a sewing kit.
15,
I'll
You
flip it.
you would, if somebody is
25,
willing
30,
to grab the top of your hat, you could save it.
45, 50, 55. So it's 55 to get to this stairwell here. Obviously, I don't
Okay.
have to jump through those
Nope,
blades.
the secret door does not have blades.
Oh, okay, cool.
But
And
that
then
will
the
take you
secret door
down
takes me to
there.
Yep. So that would be, where am I at? I said what, 50, right?
55.
there?
Yep.
55, 65, 75. Wait. 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. And I'm paused.
Okay, so that will take you down to here. Honestly, a pretty good run.
Literally.
Yeah. Petal, you're up.
So you can't see through these windows at all? They're just brick?
They are bricked up. Yep.
Hmm.
I mean, same.
Giggity.
I made that joke before, but no, I don't think anyone heard me.
I did.
No,
I didn't. I didn't.
I just let it pass.
So is this the
Yes, you probably
only
should've.
door with spikes?
No, each doorway each of the primary doorways have these swinging blades.
So then we have here, we go down all the
but this-
stairs,
That
which are
takes you back
safe.
to the attic or the basement.
Oh, that goes back to the base. How the heck did...
Yeah, you take this route to here, take this here, and then here down to the first floor.
Okay, yeah. So really, we just have the blades right here, and then on the first floor, the exit.
At the moment,
Potentially.
Right.
that is what seems to be the main challenge. Yep.
And it's a dexterity throw to get through the blades?
It is an athletics or an acrobatics. Yeah.
Acrobatics. What's your
Would it be athletics
acrobatics?
for me.
I would say you could use athletics. Yeah. With your shield.
Oh! Well,
Captain America through the break as I
I'm-
go through.
How many blades is it?
Several. It's hard to keep count as they move.
Can I take this dummy and wedge it in there? Because we have the mannequin, right?
I would say that they just cut through it.
The rest
I
is
will
just
say it's-
furniture?
Yeah, they don't really seem to stop it. I will say for Sivan's case, as you look, the walls do appear to be very brittle.
Brittle like a hammer? Or brittle like I could...
It looks like the house has reverted to its original state, or its proper state. All the wallpapers are peeling. The wood paneling is like rotten and crumbling.
Can I try and get through it with a axe?
You could try. You could even try just like barreling through it. Yeah. That would be an athletics check to just break through the wall.
Let's... Can I get it... Trying to think. Can I grab Sivan and we both just go through?
Well, so that's to go like break through the wall.
Yeah. That's what I mean. He's got the heavy
you could-
armor.
You could hold. You could hold. You could delay until his turn.
Well, we'll delay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Yep. Next is Banks. You are atop the wolf.
Bleeding.
Just keeping it going.
Just hanging out with the wolf. Okay.
Did you switch to your phone?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. That takes us then to Sivan.
I'm gonna Tantor smash through this wall right here.
All right. Go ahead and make me an athletics check. Unfortunately, a 9 is not enough.
Can I assist?
I'll say, even with that, that would give. I'll
Oh,
say
wait,
you
yeah.
can roll your athletics as well, Petal, because that was what you were planning to do anyway.
Yeah. Is there any way that we can switch the turn order so we're a bit closer?
Yeah, I can do that. You can just swap you underneath Mr. Banks.
Yeah, just because we're paired off.
Yeah.
And I've been kind of guessing where everyone's
Roll
going.
me your own
Just
athletics,
push me
Petal.
through the wall.
Yep.
Right.
Push me
Awesome.
through the wall.
Yeah. The two of you are able to break through. As you do, from inside of the paneling of the wall spills out rats.
Okay.
Oh.
So that is 5 feet from both of you. You each have, or it'd be 10 feet from both of you. You each have the rest of your movement.
Did Lancelot make it through? Is he still following the dog?
He will follow you, yeah. Because he can't go through those blades.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
30 puts me right here.
Okay. All right, yep, no problem. So
Okay.
you and Petal would be able to get to about the same spot.
Plus,
Yeah,
I'll run
right.
pedal.
Is it attic, third floor? Is that one?
Yeah,
it
you'd
will be
be-
third floor, and then we need to get
Yeah.
out through,
Yeah, okay.
and then down the stairs.
And closing the door behind you
Oh, yeah.
does leave the rats. So that takes us to the dog. So go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Sorry, little doggy.
Wait, yeah, the dog came through the door, right? Because Petal wouldn't have closed it on the dog.
Yeah.
Run, Lancelot, get out of here.
Yep. He goes fucking bolting. He's running for his life. That takes us to Lane.
Cool. So I don't know where the primary entrance is because no one ever showed me that. But
It's this over here.
Okay.
It is not unlike a dog to get turned around, though,
That
in
is
a big mansion like that.
Okay, so it would be. Let's do it from here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I would be on the first floor.
Yeah, you would show up here at the top of the stairs.
Like, and then.
Yes, you'd have to go around the rest of the stairwell there, but
So 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
as you turn that corner and can see this chamber, this room is like the attic, full of black smoke. As you enter here, I need you both to make Constitution saving throws. Okay, you are good, and can I get one from Banks as well? Perfect. Banks. Still lamenting your hat, having trouble keeping your breath and staying. Like you're actually kind of struggling a little bit here on the back of the dog, the wolf. You begin to choke. You take 2 points of poison damage. But you
It's
have the
my
rest of
first
your
time.
you have the rest of your movement.
And then, so that's 55. And then, can you point out the doorway one more time?
Yeah, it's over here. It's this door over here.
Okay. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80.
Okay, so I will need another acrobatics from both of you passing through the bladed doorways. Okay, yeah, you're both fine. This time, Banks, you take the hat off, you hug the wolf close, and the two of you dive through the doorway. Exit back up, way up to the top of the building, to Petal and Sivan.
All right, let's keep going. They've cleared pretty much a path for us.
Let's go.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Ugh. Does that put us at the bottom of the floor? 60.
60. Yeah, that would take you up to the
Right
landing.
there.
It would take you to the landing to the second floor. It'd take you right where you were at.
Jesus.
Yep. But that would then take us to the dog.
Oh. Wrong way.
Who's just gonna follow us?
He's gonna stay where he's at. Actually, he went ahead of you guys. He's gonna stay where he's at because he doesn't want to go into the smoke and he can't get through those blades. So that takes us to Lane. Back to Lane and Mr. Banks. You can see freedom. You can see freedom.
You're saying that dog don't want that smoke.
That dog don't want the smoke. There is one more set of blades in front of you.
All right, so just gonna run straight through them.
All right, roll me acrobatics, both of you.
Give me a second here. I gotta pull my character sheet up because my iPad died.
24. Banks, as the wolf goes, you just fucking send yourself like a dive through the center of these blades, no risk.
Yeet.
All right, Petal, I have an idea. for
I
this
also
next
have an
set of
idea.
blades.
You both, fucking Akira slide, wolf and goblin Akira slide out the door. Safe. Petal and Sivan.
Why are you looking at me like?
Me right. 60 puts me right there.
Wait, where?
At 25, you would run into the dog on the stairwell.
Let's go, doggy.
Are you going to pick him up, or are you going to just...
Pick
Not
him
my
up.
Problem. Petal can. Not my problem.
He's a small dog. All right, Petal, you going to pick him up?
Yes.
Okay. I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws as you run into the smoke. Okay. Safe. And safe. All right. I'm just gonna say go ahead and make two. Well, I don't know, Sivan. What's your plan? Are you running?
I'm
through
gonna
the
run
blade?
through this room
Okay.
because there's no blades here in the store.
Yep. No, all the doorways have blades, so you'd have to break through the wall.
Okay, I will break through this wall.
Okay. Roll me an athletics. 12. That's enough. You break through.
Kaboom!
Does the dog have to make a
5,
Constitution
10,
saving throw?
15,
No, I'm gonna say you're
20,
holding him above the smoke.
25.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do one more to break this wall.
All right. Roll me another athletics. You
Push me through.
slam against the wall as you break that wall. Another swarm of rats forms. Petal, are you gonna follow in his wake?
Come on.
I'm assuming I can just run past the rats.
You can run through the rats. They will get an attack of opportunity if you run through them, but
We'll run. Yeah, I guess she's kind of stuck going through them.
all right. Do they hit? With a 9, no. You're able to run through the rats, no problem.
Okay, holding the dog. We're running through.
And then would you make me an athletics check to break through that wall that Sivan's
Just
trying to
push
break?
me through the wall.
Yep.
Boop, 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 boop.
All right. Trailing rubble and rats and cobwebs and a dog, Petal, Sivan, and Lancelot come bursting through this sidewall here, trailing off back into the cold night, back into Barovia as you hear the house begin to creak and moan, and then starting from the roof, it begins to collapse in on itself.
Burn it.
I think I dropped my torch.
We got another one. I have one. I have 10 of them.
Need an icon for the party. You know what? I know what we'll use.
Burn this house to the ground. Full Metal Alchemist style.
Lancelot will. Oh, I need to move you guys again. Ow.
Sivan has a lot of resentment for that broom, huh?
Just this whole place.
I don't think it was that bad. I got fed, got a good night's sleep.
I
It
almost
was
died
alright.
twice and lost a testicle.
You did. So you all managed to break free, get a good distance while the house collapses. A wave of dust presses against you as you're left standing in the open lot that was the Durst Manor. The old perimeter wall that you came through has been reduced to little more than fence posts. The gate has been trampled into the walkway. The surrounding buildings have all rotted and collapsed themselves. Even the old wagon down the road where you first encountered the children is overgrown and left mostly just detritus, except for the crook and lantern that Rose had been holding when you first saw them. But
Ooh.
you find yourselves free from the Durst Manor.
Hooray! Can I grab the lantern?
Yeah, just a hooded lantern.
Can I torch this fucking building?
There's not much of the building left.
Don't care.
It's mostly just bricks.
Don't care. Burning it all to the ground.
Do I still
All of
have that weird tooth? I never actually added it into my inventory.
Yes, yeah. I'll go ahead and put it in your inventory.
Yeah, I need a list of whatever you took for my notes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll get you. I'll put in the recaps everything that was there.
Oh, you left it.
Caps. And then burned. Water. Burned. Bird feather. Burned. Amber remains. Bouquet of dried wolfsbane. Burned. Alright, there you go. It feels almost sad for the two of you who are still housing occupants to see this manor destroyed. Despite what it puts you through, despite its trial, the two of you feel almost a homesickness watching it crumble as you put it to the torch. Put remains you can find that are burnable to the torch.
Seven's gonna cry.
He is. As he's lighting it on fire.
Heddle's gonna try and figure out how to charge Rose rent.
There's a deep, kind of throaty, warbling call of a raven somewhere in the surrounding woods. But you slowly feel the mists, that cloying fog that has been your companion since coming through those gates, creep back in around you. Follow the path back to the main road. And I'm assuming you're going to follow it further.
Correct.
Oh, shouldn't we rest? You have 1 health.
We'll be fine once we get to town or a spot where we can make camp for the night.
I was about to say, you don't really. You remember the sounds from before you got here. You remember that you were being apprehended by wolves. They were calling through the woods just behind you and just to the sides of you. Pretty much your entire trek through the woods. So resting
we're here?
Maybe yes, you are the dog for now.
Okay.
Bork to bork to bork.
Until we
Yeah.
have something to represent the party, we'll use Lancelot.
Oh, yeah.
You find your way down, spotting the sign that you had noted before, marking this as the Old Svalich Road. Actually, you follow it east or west until tall shapes begin to loom out of the dense fog. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones, and the tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence, except for a mournful sobbing in the distance that seems to echo through the street. You find yourselves, perhaps for the first time in a while, welcomed back to a familiar feeling of civilization.
What does that feel like? Is it a friendly civilization?
Oh yeah, you wouldn't really know that.
No.
I would.
Yeah, it's really Petal would not really have any recollection here.
Sivan wouldn't understand that this is just a normal town.
Is it a normal town? Does that look
He
like a
said air
normal
quotes.
house? And it wasn't a normal house.
It's a normal. Every house does those things.
Speaking of which, after we left, we didn't see any kind of remnants of the kids that once
Hey, what?
invited us in.
No.
Spirits live within me.
And me.
That's true too.
Why this is creating so many copies of this damn dog? Anytime I paste it, it makes like 9 copies of the fucking dog.
Well,
it's getting the wolf
I
pack
have an
ready.
ivory hairbrush to sell, so let's see if there's.
He
any
was really
folks
hoping
here.
we were going to kill that dog.
How many people killed the dog?
The dog is an addition. The way the module goes is you're supposed to do it yourself. You're supposed to kill one of your party.
Not the dog?
So yeah, we would have killed the dog.
Yeah, how many people decide to fight the monster?
Most people don't know about the monster. It shows
Because
up.
they just kill a friend.
Yeah, they kill a friend, they kill a dog, they kill a companion, they kill a seagull. You know.
Also, I really need to know: was there some sort of puzzle with the altar that we
No.
completely for?
I figured as much.
Reliquary of items.
Did Petal
That
pick them
may or
up?
may not-
Or just the...
Once you said nothing about her burning it, I was like, yeah, this isn't a real puzzle. He's just trying to throw us off.
So,
So I didn't say anything about it.
yeah.
Just let it happen.
Petal's working through some stuff, okay?
So is
Arsonist.
Sivan. So is Sivan.
You find yourself stood at the head of this village.
I need sleep. Point me to an inn.
All right.
Pint of ale, and someone to sell this ivory hairbrush to.
Sleep.
Actually, that's a good point. As you all walk down the road, as you all take stock of your items, anything that you took from inside the house has aged centuries. Books,
So
Oh,
it's
the
an
shield.
antique.
Letters
Much more expensive.
letters disintegrate. The shield is rusted with holes. The
Yeah,
sword
well,
is
we've got my
blood.
other shield still, so.
Yep.
Swap back.
Yeah,
And
anything you took from
we'll
inside is now
destroy everything
devoid of
else.
value. Yep.
Cool beans. To include the book about me.
Yes, to include the book about you.
It sucks about the gold ring, but okay, whatever.
Oh no, the gold ring remains.
Oh,
I
well,
was gonna say, Shocky, have you seen a 100-year-old gold ring? They're usually just a little tarnished.
Yeah. It
Wait.
was taken from the house, not the basement.
Yeah, I don't remember where
Your
the...
robes are fine.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
How much does the gold ring weigh? 1?
Not even. Just don't even worry about
0.5?
the weight. Yeah, don't even worry about the weight. It's just a ring.
Is it?
So, you wander through the streets, following the main road, looking for some
Sleep.
sign, something. Would everybody roll me a perception as you walk through?
I want sleep.
I'm fine.
It'll want something, she just doesn't know what. There's conflicting voices happening in her head.
Understood.
Sivin's kind of blocking out the voice right now because he wants sleep.
All right. Lane and Sivin, as you cross this street from further down, you hear the sound of small, rickety, creaky wooden wheels rolling across the damp cobbles. As you look down through the fog, you can trace the lonely sound to a hunched figure. It seems to be bundled in rags, kind of big, bouffant hair, pushing a rickety wooden cart through the fog down the street. But you turn your attention away from it, seeking that solace somewhere to rest. You press on until you spot a single shaft of light breaking the darkness into the main square. It's bright. It's looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. As you approach, above the gaping doorway, you spot a sign. It is precariously askew, detached from one of the chains. A punched tin sign that was probably once painted, but in punched letters, it says, "The Blood of the Vine Tavern."
What was that last word?
Blood of the Vine.
Okay. Thought you said something else after Vine.
Nope.
I thought it was wine. I'm just deaf.
You get the feeling that's probably a play of words. As the doors open, you step forward. You kind of take a look in. It does look like the N in Blood of the Vine has been punched over another letter, but it's kind of hard to tell its shape nowadays. The exterior of this tavern has very visibly once been a pretty nice place, but has definitely grown shoddy over the years. On the inside, you can see a blazing fire in the hearth that doesn't seem to offer the warmth that you're craving, or to those few souls huddled within. Behind the bar, there is a man. There are 3 Vistani sitting together in high-backed stuffed chairs. And then a bright-eyed, kind of pale-skinned man sat alone at a table. I am leaving it to y'all. You are at the
I walk up to the bartender. Sir, how much for a bed for the night?
he kind of turns to you. So a pudgy little man, kind of mindlessly cleaning glasses one after another. Uh, room for the night. It would be 3 copper a bed, if you've got it.
It's what, 10 copper a silver?
10 copper.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3, 12. So I'll give him 2 silver pieces.
Okay.
Rooms for all of us. All 4 of us. And a couple of drinks. God, do I need one.
4 rooms, of course. He'll pull up 4 keys, all with little wooden plaques with the room numbers attached to them. I could do you a glass of wine, or if you're aiming to drink through the night, a pitcher, if you wish.
Pitcher will be just fine.
Oh, all right. A pitcher is one silver piece.
Take it. That'll do.
What are the folks called that's sitting at the table?
The Vistani. They were the
Vistani.
people that you were traveling with when you got left behind.
Yeah, I just couldn't remember what they were. The name
I
was.
gently take the key and the pitcher. Sit down for a second. Drink as much of the pitcher as I can. I know Constitution save coming up.
Yep. Concept. It's very dry, not a very flavorful wine. Honestly, if not for the burn of the I was gonna say, if not for the burn of the alcohol, it would be quite a disappointing drink.
I'm okay with that. I then go to my room and crash.
Right.
For long rest.
I'm assuming you're giving your allies their keys as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the rest of the pitcher for them to split up.
Okay. For those of you who are staying, looking at the Vistani here, you do not recognize them from the caravan.
That's fine.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
I was gonna go sit down with them with my alcohol, because I know they like to drink, so I want to play the part a bit. And just introduce myself and be cordial.
Okay. It is 3 young women. One of them noticeably maybe 10 years older than the other 2. All of them have long, dark hair that is either pulled into braids or into kind of a no-nonsense ponytail. They're dressed a little differently. They're not dressed in like the loose, comfortable, like traveling clothes of their companions. All 3 of them are wearing doublets, still in bright colors, and still kind of flowy pants, but more so like riding boots as opposed to the kind of soft-soled what you were used to. But they all have the very distinct either coppery or kind of olive-toned skin of the Vistani. As you approach, the kind of older one looks down at you. It's just peculiar sight, being a goblin out this far.
Thank you.
It was not a compliment, but it was not an insult either.
I took it as one.
The other 2 kind of laugh, kind of a chuckle amongst themselves. Can we help you?
Oh, we're just traveling through these parts, but we actually just traveled a bit with maybe some folks you're familiar with. Have you ever heard of Stanimir?
We know of Stanimir. Yes. Stanimir's family, as the rest of the caravans.
Yeah, he's we think of him as a friend.
The one to her left, the one more olive tone, quite a heavy braids. So you travel with the Vistana?
Briefly, yes.
Is that how you found your way to this beautiful paradise?
It is. Although we have come into some conflict after arriving.
They share a laugh amongst themselves, and then a hushed word in a language you now recognize as Vistana. Allow me to introduce myself and my sisters here. I am Alenka. This is Mirabel Sorvia. Though I don't think you'll find much interest in speaking with us. We are old
I
bones
think I would
for the
find
tavern.
much interest.
I think you'll find more interest in speaking with Madame Eva.
What was that name?
Madame Eva.
Madam Eva.
I
Where
think
would
she'll
she
be more.
be?
She's in our camp, just outside of town. Well, it's about a day's walk. We just prefer the wine here in Barovia. Actually, let me correct that. It's not even a day's walk. About a mile outside of town.
Have they noticed me at all? Like, did they see me, or did I just kind of like, did they not really pay any mention to me at all?
Did you go? At this point, you would not be a wolf anymore.
Right. No. I know I wouldn't be a wolf, but I'm saying, like, did they see me at all, or just like not really pay attention? Because I
Did I not? Did it? Hold up. I'm so sorry. It did not move y'all to the fucking village like I told it to. I'm so sorry. This
All
thing's
good.
fighting against me.
I asked because if they haven't noticed me, like, because I didn't approach them or anything like that, then I would casually just walk into I'd walk up to like the room, like my actual room.
Okay.
And then since I'm a changeling, I would change into Aragol.
Aragal? Okay.
Yeah. However, since my clothes don't change, I would just basically I would take off my shirt and like wrap a towel around my waist, like I'm going to I'm going to the shower or something like that, and just does that make sense?
I think you still
Yeah, I
have the
get it.
rope too.
Yeah. So with that, I would approach downstairs, and as I'm walking downstairs, I would take a peek to see if like there's any kind of if they recognize me.
They like seeing you come down. They do raise a glass to you, and then they pause. They kind of look to each other. You see this happen, Banks. You watch as they look up, as if noticing somebody familiar. Pause and then begin speaking in Vasana amongst themselves, quietly. Before Alenka, the oldest one, gestures for you to come join them.
Right. So then I would approach,
Okay.
and I place my hand on Banks.
She begins speaking at you in Vistana.
So what I would say is, I would use my deception,
Okay.
and basically I would say like, please, let us speak in common tongue while we are amongst company.
Go ahead and roll me deception.
Ooh.
That's clever, though.
Very good. 3 separate insights, however. The oldest one just kind of smiles and nods. Why do you wear my brother's face? You cannot speak his tongue. I don't know who you are, but you are not Aragal.
What? You're kidding me. So they did not. They were not deceived.
The oldest one was not.
Uh,
You do have a feeling they're a pretty tight-knit community.
Mm-hmm.
So if they know him and he passed through here, they likely know where he's supposed to be.
Okay.
So close.
It was very good. She literally, the only reason she succeeded is because it meets beats. So she met your target of 18.
Oh, damn it!
An unfortunate thing.
Unfortunate. All right. Well, she already knows. So
I'm just sitting there like drinking my drink, like eyes darting side to side.
yeah, because he doesn't know. So
Yeah,
I would be
all
like,
of a sudden, yeah. By the way, it's an important note. I don't remember if you remember what Argal looked like. 1 second.
I do actually.
I mean, for the party, just as a.
Oh, his handout should be in the journal.
It should be, yes. I will do the thing to let me show it to players, though. If you do not remember what this man looks like,
Great head of hair.
he is. He's a gorgeous man. So yeah, this man who you recognize, but not in the way he seems to be acting towards you, comes and sets his hand on your shoulder, and then is called out as if he's not him.
Awkward.
So then I would just keep up the charade.
Okay.
Just casually, not like nothing like disrespectful wise. And I would just kind of give Banks a little slight like shoulder grab. You know what I mean? Like a little like
Squeezy squeeze.
yeah, a little squeezy squeeze. Like try to communicate, but without like making too much of a
show of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. They stand. Belenka, the oldest one, finishes her wine. And just with kind of a bit of a sigh, just, oh, if you wish to speak with us again, perhaps try a different face. It's quite convincing. You're not my brother. And they turn and leave.
Well, that was awkward.
Yeah, still no clue who this person touching you is, by the way.
Without saying a word to Banks, I just casually walk back into my room.
Well, that was weird. This whole town is messed up.
So I don't say anything to Banks. I don't reveal who I am. I just go back into my room and I change back.
All right.
To my normal mask.
As Petal, what are you doing in this time, by the way? You've been pretty quiet.
I can assume that Petal probably saw Sivan to his room and then went back and asked for a bath token and paid for a bath if there's one available.
The barkeep just, there's a tub in your room. Just don't run the water for too long.
She's just going to be soaking all the blood off in the tub this whole time.
All right.
She might come down in a bit.
As it is just Banks and this other man, the kind of light-skinned, bright-eyed man, in the room, which I have handout. He kind of excitedly like beckons over to you.
I kind of.
Oh no, he's hot, just like everybody else in this fucking game.
It's the Germans.
I kind of like look around, like surprised that he's trying to engage with me. But
He'll
once
just,
I
as
see
you
that,
look around, you're like, "Yeah, no, you come sit. I'll buy you a drink."
I look around a little bit. Okay, I walk over.
He kind of looks you up and down, kind of rubbing his chin for a moment. You're not you're not typical to Barovia. I've not seen you around before. What's your name, friend?
Um, People call me Banks.
Banks,
I'm new to
like
these
the
parts.
like the banks of a river, or
Like the money
That's
banks.
uh, yeah, yeah, something like that.
who am I
I
to
don't.
judge? They call me Ismark the Lesser, so nothing to it. Oh, right.
It's,
Also, um, Ismark, and he'll offer a hand to you.
I shake his hat, tip my broken, shredded up hat to him.
Well,
You can just see the top of my hair.
yep. You, uh, you and your friends, kind of a strange crew. You're not gonna see a lot of um, hospitality here. I don't know how it's like anywhere else you've been.
Why do you say that?
They're
Barovians are
racist.
suspicious of outsiders.
That's code for racist.
Do you think we might have any problems, or just
Oh,
people
no.
standoffish?
Um, some people might be standoffish, but I think you're like the average person of Barovia is just gonna keep their distance.
That's
But please,
well
and
enough.
he'll gesture to the bar. The barkeep pours a glass of wine and brings it over. Maybe I'll come back and see you all in the morning so I can speak to you and your companions together. I have I think you might be just the people I'm looking for.
And kind of like a a moment goes by where I kind of just like look to the side, kind of thinking to myself what that could possibly mean. And I say, well, I invite that. If you don't mind, I would like to retire to my room. It's been a long day.
Of course. I'll come by in the morning. I'll speak to you then.
Is the hottie in the robe a barkeep?
That is just a stand-in. The barkeep, the that is the standard human token. The barkeep is a
That's
pudgy kind of.
standard?
That's the standard human token. Uh,
Jesus.
the
Everybody's hot.
everybody's hot. The barkeep is kind of a pudgy, kind of a pug of a man.
That's what I kind of thought.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure there was
seating-
no like female Aragorn in the corner that nobody was flirting with.
No. That was kind of Alenka, Mirabelle, and Sorvia. But
Can I flirt with the pudgy old barkeep?
you can, yeah, you can flirt with him all you want. Ismark will finish his cup of wine, take a deep bow, and leave. He is wearing nicer clothes than most of the clothes similar to what you would have seen in the Durst Manor. But he also has a padded, kind of a thick padded doublet, and has a longsword on his belt.
So he might be an adventuring type. All right. Well. Oh wait, hold on.
You all retire to your rooms, or did you actually want to flirt with Eric?
No, I just gonna finish the drink that he bought me because otherwise that would be rude.
Yeah. Again,
then-
it is about as disappointing of a wine as you can get.
I'm a goblin. I have low standards.
That's fair.
Fine. Yeah, then retire to the room.
As you all fall asleep, you are met with visions of fog and the manor, everything you saw before. But Petal, your sleep is disturbed frequently by a voice you've heard before, but have mostly kept stifled. Just some being trying to reach out to you.
Lines closed. I'm sleeping.
As you all manage a long rest, sleep through the night, this is where we're going to call tonight's session.
Ooh, before we do.
But I am going to end this by saying welcome to both the village of Barovia and to level 3.
Oh, bless.
Yeah!
I think Petal, for her additional 4 hours, is going to attempt to repair her clothes that are probably covered in holes and blood.
Oh, yeah. All of your clothing is pretty, like, everyone's clothing is pretty ragged from this journey.
Well, congratulations, everybody.
Yeah,
I can finally do the Azamar things.
true. You all, I think at this point, you're all getting your subclass. I think the only one who had it already was Lane.
Oh, right. That's what you meant by level 3. I forget how this game works, apparently.
That's okay. App.
Level up.
I can sit down with anyone who needs assistance during the week to do their level up, but I, unfortunately, I always have to. I kind of have to spring. I also just have to pee really bad, so I'm like out that door. But thank you all for playing with me. I've had a great time. Excited to be into Barovia proper now, and we can actually get on with the adventure.
Yeah, thanks for
Yay.
running.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'm immune to disease now.
That's true. Level 3. It does happen. It happens real early for Paladins. All right. Again, if y'all have any questions about leveling up, please just let me know. But I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye!
All right, y'all. I'll catch you guys
Bye-bye.
later. Thanks for the game.
Oh yeah, we have to roll for HP. I was wondering what to do there.
Take it easy.
Bye! Have fun!
Yeah, I don't remember how to level up.
I started the
Oh,
thing!
you click on the little anvil at the top of your character sheet.
I gotta start cleaning my room and stuff. It was fun, guys. Bye!
Yeah.
See ya.
Alright, and then we're gonna go give someone a little rainy raid. Ew, it's windy. As per usual, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate your faces. I might be back later today. I don't know. I started a job and now I just don't want to do anything anymore. Aside from working. We'll figure it out eventually. But we're gonna go say hi to Jace. He's playing Condemned to Bloodshot. It sounds interesting. But I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Or afternoon. Or day. Do it all. I dare you.